example. If I just pray for the sick and get people saved, delivered, and all that, I have only done half of what God told me to do. If I don't have a school to make disciples or student of all those people, whether they are saved or not, no matter how long they've been saved, there's always something you can learn. You should always be a student under God. How many agree with that? Wave your hands with me. So I want you to know, God blessed me to almost pay this whole multi-million-dollar hotel that we turned into a campus off. And you got to understand, this ain't no old hotel. It's new. It was just built. I think it was just built it was just built 6 years ago. Most hotels are like 30, 40 years old. You understand? This is new. That's why it looks so new. We paid millions of dollars for this, but we still just owe a little bit on it, 1.7 million. The campus in Tampa, we still owe on that. Now, I'm trying to show you. I'm trying to tell you how hard, this is the other thing, how hard the devil has been attacking me. You want to know why? I don't just believe it's just racism alone. The devil uses that. He'll use anything in a person, hatred, racism, whatever it is. But you got to understand, the devil is mad at me because he remembers when Jesus was on earth and he took the apostles through this same process, discipleship, and they didn't have to pay for nothing, and they turned the world upside down. They took his kingdom from him. The devil remembers that. That's what the Lord told me. He remembers that, David. And the reason why you're going through so many attacks is because he is trying to stop you because of the pattern. You're following my pattern and the effects that's going to happen afterwards. Lift your hands right now and say, Lord, open my mind to understand this. Come on, say, Lord, open my mind. Open my heart. So as you continue to sow money and millions of dollars into this ministry, I'm not only going to establish campuses all over America, I'm going to put these campuses all over the world. I'm coming to your nation with this. Because he says, make disciples or students of all men. That means a lot of schools got to come forth. We're not just going to build big, massive arenas so we could just have wonderful worship services. No, we also going to have a school curriculum. We're going to have a discipleship program. So every person who ever come, if they want to learn more about God, and I have already put together a chart of where your spiritual growth is. I have outlined that in here. I've been writing over 1,000 books in here. I have started to, God has, by his grace, allowed me to start a curriculum by starting to write over 1,000 books that will outline. Then I'm going to put all of them in sections and map out when you're a babe in Christ, child of God, when you become sons of God, which this is what we're lacking, sons of God. We're only children of God. But most of the preachers, they only stop at that level. They don't become full sons of gods or little gods. They only know the fivefold ministry. I'm outlining everything. And I'm putting it on a map, like when you go to Disney World and they say, you're here. I'm putting everything together. Then the outline of what happens after your 20-year process, how you fulfill destiny, and then after destiny, when you go to heaven, and how everything you did on earth, you start to accept the blessings and rewards you get on the other side of life, which is a mansion and other things, because you have a destiny in heaven too. And then after heaven, I show on the chart beyond heaven, and those are mysteries. I ain't gonna give them to you tonight. But I'm telling you, I've put together the whole thing that I've been taught by the Lord. He gave me a pattern to finish. So I'm on my knees for three things. I'm on my knees to save America from nuclear disaster. I'm on my knees to fulfill the healing shepherd mandate, which is really First Chronicles. If my people, which are called by my name, will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways. I'm doing that first stage, and I'm trying to get America to do that. Then the Lord said, I'll hear from heaven, forgive their sin, and I'll heal their land. God's answer is to bring a healing to the land, which I'm participating in the second part, where he sent an angel to me or a messenger to me and said, I was called to be the healing shepherd in America. Where Benny Hinn used to be, that's the place I'm taking when I come into the arenas to pray for the sick, because there's too many sick people here. Not knowing that even this was given to me in 2004. We are now in 2003. Not knowing COVID would ravage this nation. Not knowing sickness would hit. And that's what was told me in the dream, that there's more sick people in your generation than it was in Benny Hinn's generation. That's why you got to be big. He told me you got to be bigger. You're going to reach more people, and I have to give you more power. Do y'all understand that? Wave your hands at me if you understand that. It ain't because we're trying to be greater than our fathers out of competition. It's because the need is greater. The mandate is greater. The demand is greater. That's why every generation got to go higher. So I wanted to share this with you. Don't take this lightly. Oh, he just got another Bible campus like everybody. No, it's not. It's different. You show me one Bible campus in the whole world that provide for their students where they don't have to pay. And there was this big revival happening with the millennials. Now with Generation Z, you hear about the Asbury, and you know what's going to happen. They're going to want to go out and do ministry full time. God is going to call a lot of them to do full time ministry, but they ain't nowhere to provide for them. We saw that group with the Lou Engle group, because I was a part of that in ministering to those kids with him. But we saw all of those missionaries coming from that. They want to do full-time ministry, but they're money out. And guess what? They go back to the world. They go back to a normal job. Their fire goes out. So here it is. God has given us the laborers for the harvest, but there's nowhere to put them. So the demand is for the laborers. The demand is for those who want to do full-time ministry to have somewhere where they can do that. They can stay free. They can eat free, and they can still get souls saved. Hallelujah. So that's what I'm doing with your money. You want to know what I'm doing with your money? That's what I'm doing with your finances. So when you give your tithes here, that helps. I've been looking at the finances and the analysis, and I found out the people who give every month consistently are the main ones who make up all the money in the ministry. That's consistency, faithfulness. And there are a lot of people who give, but they don't give consistently. They may give twice out of the year, 2 times. They don't give once a month. But the people who are giving every month, and sometimes every week when they get their tithes to this movement, it's what's causing all this big money to come so that I could establish this. Hallelujah. Bishop Scott, what do you think about what I'm saying here? This is a revolutionary breakthrough campus for the harvest. Where's Bishop Scott? Get him on. I'm trying to explain to people how major this is. This type of thing hasn't been followed for almost 2,000 years. 2,000. Because nobody knew how to do it. You go right now to every Christian school and see, do they provide for the students free, or do the students have to pay a tuition? Go right now. You will not find a campus like this. Where's Bishop Scott? Where's Bishop Scott? Get him on. Yeah, so what do y'all think about this? Isn't this amazing? This is amazing. But I've been through so much warfare. The American system have tried to stop me, but I've had daughters and sons in Japan. I have a daughter in Japan. She supports this. She blesses this ministry. She blesses this ministry. And that's what has caused me to be able to buy this, to get this campus. Others like you who give large sums. You got to understand, this costs a lot of money to be doing this free. And If I wasn't committed to the Lord for 33 years, and I know that a lot of you have seen the persecution against me online and you don't care, because you know that a man of my stature would not be in this 33 years and be playing around, stealing money from the poor, stealing money from people, manipulating people. The stuff that they trying to go to the government about, that I'm doing wire fraud. How am I doing wire fraud and we are ministering to people, keeping them from committing suicides or blessing the saints? And we just ask them to give to the ministry and they sow abundance into the ministry. How is that wrong? How is that wrong? That's the Bible. But I'm telling you, our rights in this country are being challenged by the American government. There's a lot of persecution. I'm not saying everybody in the government is wrong, but our government in America, some of the people in it are corrupt. And they're trying to take our privileges away because they want to tax all the money that comes into the church. Billions of dollars come into the church and they want to tax it. That's why they persecute men of God who are successful, who has a lot of money, because they want a piece of it. They trying to make us look greedy, but it's really them greedy. They're not even saved. So how are you going to believe them? They're liars. And I'm bold enough to stand up to them. I will stand up to this American media, these liars, because I don't know anybody that have sacrificed their life in the American media like preachers, like we have. So don't listen to their narratives. It's wrong. I want somebody to get to Bishop Scott because I'm going to need him in a few more minutes. But when we finish this, where's Pastor Joseph? Joseph, did y'all show them the outside of the campus? Did y'all show them the outside of the campus in Texas?
Yes. Yes, sir. So we put some a little bit earlier, sir, before you came on.
Okay. I heard that they didn't get a big wide view of the whole place. I can't hear you. Where are you, Joseph?
Yes, sir. We can go out right now, sir, and get a view if you'd like, sir.
Yeah, let's get a night view. Y'all want to see a night view real quick? Wait a minute. I need to see the people. Put them up. Come on, Daniel. I want to ask, do y'all want to get a night view? Raise your hands. You want to get a night view of the campus? Yay! Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Now, if you want a night view, come on, tell me. Text on there right now. Say, yes, we want it. Yes, we want it. Yes, we want it. Say it. Come on. Get on that chat button. Say, yes, we want it. Yes, we want. You want a night view? I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it till you text me. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. You gotta text me. Do you want it? I can't hear all of y'all there. There's been over 600 of y'all on here tonight. Come on, do you want it? I can't hear you. Okay, I see. Oh God, look at this. It's filling up. Look at all the. Yes. My children in the Lord. Y'all are excited. I love that. Hallelujah. Okay, so. Okay, here we go. Let's pull it up. Night view. Where the night view? Oh, there it goes. So Joseph, tell us what's going on.
Yes, sir, Apostle. It is absolutely beautiful here at night in Houston, and the campus is gorgeous. I mean, it's so amazing out here, Apostle. It's private. It's out, a distance from the road, so it's a complete, just three stories, like you said, sir. It was built in just a few years ago, 2016. It's new. It's modern. Everything is great inside, in good condition. And even on the outside, everything is in excellent condition. And it's just so beautiful out here, Apostle.
Amazing. Now I want to show them. Now we're about to get all the signs put up. It's going to be very beautiful. Campus for the Harvest, JMMI, All Nations, Global, International. Then at Houston, Texas, that's one soul at a time. You're going to see all of that in the next few weeks. But the big thing we're going to do is put flags of all nations going down the road. Okay, Joseph, you're about to walk those legs now. You're about to get some muscles. Let's go down the street. The wonderful thing about this is it's down the street. It has a long drive that we're going to put a bunch of flags that go all the way down. So go on, let's show them. I don't think I'm going to make you walk all the way down there, but I want to show them something. But look at this. If you go all the way down, there's a long drive. Yeah, go down far enough so we can show them. There's a long drive where we're going to put 40 to 80 flags, maybe, going all the way down here. Isn't that wonderful? That's enough, Joseph. Someone said, I want a Fiji flag there. We will put a Fiji flag. Yes, we're going to put the nations of the whole world. This is in Houston, Texas right now. And a lot of you are in Houston. My son, Marcus Ball, his church is in Houston. So we're going to put flags going all the way down. So this is a night view. And this land here is 3 acres. Now they want to sell us this land for over $1 million so we can build a worship center here. So we'll be able to build something. So we're going to also purchase that land so we need a place of worship as well. In every location we put a campus, we will build a massive size worship facility in every place. In Orlando, we're going to do the same thing in Orlando, Tampa, in Texas, in California, in New York. We're going to do it just all over, everywhere. Seattle, Washington, St. Louis. Okay? Now listen to me. This is not enough because we've already outgrown this campus already. Okay, Joseph, turn to the hotel place so they can see. We've already outgrown this place for the size we're at right now with a few people. We're also going to put one in Canada as well. But what I'm saying to you, it takes your support. It takes your support. And you want to know, we've had to do all of this with cash because the banks have denied us. There's a racist fighting me. There's a white Caucasian racist. Y'all know I love the Caucasian culture. I have people on my staff from all nations. But because I'm a black man, there's so much racism in this nation from Caucasians. Not all of them, but there's a group or half of them in America are racist. I know this for sure. I've never experienced racism all my life until 2015. And when that started to happen, they got into the banking system, told them, even when y'all gave y'all money, they tried to stop y'all money from coming to us, saying we were frauds. I mean, they've been pursuing us. Like, you got to understand, they put out there that I bought all these mansions, and I want to share with you what happened. I had to buy mansions because I was buying lease houses to put the students in or the missionaries to have somewhere to stay free. And this guy, this faggot, that's right, he's a homosexual faggot, and he's a racist. He would trail my staff and harass them, get the police to harass them. He would trail them to our address where we're leasing a house. And he would look up who they were once they got the information. He would call that person and call all the neighbors. And then next thing you know, we're getting kicked out of the house. So all our missionaries, the reason why I haven't invited everybody yet, because I wanted to fix this problem. And so you got to understand, I had to start from scratch in this area. Although my ministry is huge, this side of it costs a lot of money. And you just can't build a big university or like this without the finances. So I was trying to do it the more feasible way, just buy small homes, give people a place to stay. But this is what was happening. It's been going on for 8 years. I didn't tell you about this persecution because I don't believe in complaining. I believe in giving a victory report. Hallelujah. I believe in fighting until we win. And so I didn't tell you, I hid all this from you because I believe in suffering for the glory of God. And so all my staff will get kicked out. All these weird neighbors will come up to them, death threats, all kind of things, because they will call them and tell them, we are cult, we're in their neighborhood, kick us out. And so the owner would kick us out of the house. He'll break his lease agreement with us. This went on for 8 solid years. Not only that, but our taxes. I have never mixed filing my taxes 1 year for JMMI. But because all this persecution kept going on and online, they started calling even the people we had doing our taxes of a certain company, and the owner of that company went against the person who was doing it and told him to stop. If he didn't, he would fire him. And so our taxes dropped on the ground for some time. We got somebody else. But the other thing was those that were doing our taxes wasn't doing them right. They didn't have understanding of Christian knowledge. Now we got those people. But we had to go through a process because everybody, for the last 3 years, everybody who we would get, this racist got to them and would make them drop the whole thing. And it was other things, like, for instance, when we found out we didn't have the right company that knew ministry like they should, was making mistakes, I did not want to present to the IRS. And I want the government to know that, them trying to revoke our 501c3 for GMMI. Now, we have it for KOGGC, the church. So y'all don't have nothing to worry about. You can get your tax deductible. But I'm telling you what's happened. It ain't that we don't like filing our taxes, because I never miss up until that point. Never. But I wanted it to be done with integrity. When I found out this company we had didn't know really what they were doing fully, we got somebody else. Then through COVID, all kind of stuff happened. And so we went through this to where, the government thought in JMMI, we just wasn't even filing our 990s anymore. But that ain't true. I wanted to do it with integrity. I wanted to find the right company. And then through the persecution, they was just dropping us. So, I had to figure out a way, or through the persecution, it was just one person just quit. During COVID, a lot of people were quitting their jobs. So they're in the middle of doing our thing and they just quit. But I want you to know your finances is secure, because when you give, you can still get a tax write-off. But I'm just telling you the warfare, even them trying to make it look like we ain't filing our taxes. That's not true. We want to do it right. I'm not going to lie. I've never lied to the government. My dad used to have his own income tax business. So I know what it means when Jesus said, pay to Caesar what belonged to Caesar's and pay to God what belonged to him. I have never cheated the government. I have never tried to. And I want the IRS to hear that, because they hear all this other junk out here against me and these people filing false reports and evil things. I want you to know the truth from my lips, what is taking place. We have a racist that has been pursuing us, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you a clip real quick about the persecution before we go into the lake. I got 2 more properties to show you. But before that happens, you need to hear the persecution that has happened. You need to understand what's taking place. The great persecution I've had to go through, and they've been trying to affect our money. But this is the thing. When they got us kicked out of every place, God was so good.
You're a fucking liar.
All right. Good evening, everybody. Happy Thursday. Welcome back to another episode of Full Frontal Investigation. I will be your host. You a pussy, Rich Holmes. And today what we're going to talk about, bring your dad, he said. KOGGC cult leader David E. Taylor, Amway Arena debacle. All right, we're just going to talk this business model here. All right. Now, for some time, there's been some silent partners on the back end of this channel. We all know that. All right. And before I get started, okay. there have been some people on the back end, and I'm not going to say who or what they are, their names or what their status is or anything like that for obvious reasons, because they're sources. I consider these people sources. All right. So one of them emails me today. I've been in contact with you for a long time. You know who you are. I'm not going to say your name because you asked me not to, obviously, right? And so one of our sources emails me today. It's like, this made it into our conference room. Okay. Our staff is working on getting this ready, this display down for this event. Okay. I'm not going to say exactly what it is. People were like, there's 50 rows across the width of the rink and you have at least a 50-foot wide display. Who did this math? Another guy, who would attend this and look into the unfurnished side of the plywood and MDF? And another, you have closed curtains. He's standing in front. What the hell are people behind there looking at as the overhead center monitor or the center monitor would be blocked, done by someone now associated with the actual building of the display? Okay. And again, this is from, I'm not going to say who this person was. This person knows their shit and they've been doing what they do for a long time. And we're going to talk about this business model because there's more to this. Okay. Then I told them it was a free event. And the guy who does our accounting. Let me play this. Go play that. That way it gives you guys something to look at. All right. Who is paying the arena fees of 17 to 22%? Who is paying the minimum needed profit as required by the leaseholder of the city of Orlando of the arena? This guy has no clue about the cost and what it should cost. Let's say that they somehow fill 10,000 seats. Statistically, in events like this, you have maybe 61% max of someone donating to events like this. Now let's do some math. Now let's say this goes on for 2 days. Well, it has shown that people give on the first day and then it drops off over 79% down to what is called pocket change donations. In other words, the coins or dollar bills one has in their pockets. So if you had 10,000 people, which we always said is way too many for David, average of $10 in donations. Remember, you have to figure this over two days. This is conversations I'm having back and forth with this source. All right. And talking about how fucking delusional, just the logistics of the Amway debacle, okay? The logistics overall, he couldn't have fucking done it. There's no way. It costs too much money. Let's see. They would be lucky to bring in $100,000, which would not even cover the basic cost rental, staffing fees, setup, concessions, guarantees, etc. If you use my numbers of 5 to 7,500 people, it's even worse, as the majority of attendees are retired, limited income people, not wealthy. Very good point, right? This is something we've always talked about with the Amway Arena. Say David did by somehow, some way, manage to fill it up, say with 10,000 people, he wasn't going to make his money back. There's no fucking way. There was no way he would have made his money back. He would have had to have made hundreds of thousands of dollars back per day just to break even. Okay? Yeah, and Amway seats, it's the Kia Arena now, right? Seats 17 to 18,000. Okay. Just a ballpark, they figured just using some fast costs that the 2 days would have cost them well over $185,000 to $240,000 this 2-day event. Say you had 10,000 people show up and give both days, and that doesn't count for any of the church's other expenses: hotel rooms, food, transport, contracts, parking permits, use permits, all that. That's just covering the arena cost. That's not covering the use permits. That's right. It's compounding interest. And this person was right. This person, David found out, hey, yo, Fitzsewer. David found out how much the Amway Arena was going to cost. And he's like, fuck that. I can't do it anymore. I can't do it anymore. Yeah. That's why they bailed out. They'd be paying this out of pocket, not rolling in cash. We all sort of agreed that either his lawyer or some accountant advised him it was cheaper to reject the building of it in a contract dispute than to pay for it. And now what? You have to pay for storage, transporting, and David's staff isn't equipped to remove it. They don't have the warehousing, the forklifts, or the manpower required to move the crates. It would explain why they never picked up or transferred this to another company, even with their cash they had incoming. David wasn't going to do anything for anyone that he had to give the church's money to without having a payback for David E. Taylor. And this is right. This is all correct. David wasn't going to give money up unless David was going to get a payback. Okay? So incredible that he was able to do this for this time that he did, especially after his depots. That alone should have shut down this or made him on every watch list. And it did. It did. That depot, let me tell you guys something. That depot put him on a lot of fucking radars. All right? I found that out through multiple grapevines that, yeah, it was hard for law enforcement to ignore this, actually. It was hard for the government to ignore what David was saying in that deposition. So, yes. Okay, and I was telling our guy here, it would be really nice if someone would like use this in like a business model, right? Or in a class or something. And he's like, well, you know, one of our people actually is teaches business classes, okay? Teaches business classes. I want to read this without giving out too much details. Okay, there's no names in here. Double checking. Okay. Okay, so this person who teaches these business classes asked our guy, hey, can I use this to teach students the importance of planning and how poor planning affects not only your company, but its public image and customers? Huge fucking point, right? Because when you're building a company, right, what's the biggest thing you want to have? A public image. Is your company carrying a good public image? Because if not, people aren't going to use your fucking product. They're going to be like, dude, that guy's a piece of shit. Why would I use his product? David wasn't a good public image, right? We can all agree on that, I'm sure. A guy could teach an entire course off of his failed arena tour alone. You could. If anybody out there is like doing business model for school, do David's arena tour. Fuck, you could, if you need help, we'll help you write the paper. You could get a fucking A on it. Holy shit. You could write a whole thesis on this one business model. Well, that's just the way the feds work too, Dallas. They take their time. They take their time because when they get fucker here, they got him. All right. And you just found out about the other things. The Boeing campus, the truck fleet, convoy of failures, skyscrapers, mansions, Tampa, claimed jets, luxury cars. David did not watch the Scientology, did it? No. Everything that David did within his cult had to do with piss poor financial planning. David, like, and this is the one place where the financial planning should have been fucking lid tight, right? They should have had an accountant. They should have had a professional out there doing their taxes for them. But David's all, God does my taxes. Jesus does my taxes, okay? I don't need anybody to do my taxes for me. God does them. And this is something we've also kind of discussed here. How David was lucky is that he didn't have a traditional church where people could attend board meetings. This is very correct. This is something we've always talked about. David made it impossible for anybody to get in touch with him. Okay? David and Michelle made it nearly impossible to get in touch with him. That's what he's going to talk about here. There was anybody who could have a say how the money is spent. He had his own Ponzi scheme going, and he kept others away by isolating himself and Michelle. How could anyone complain? Who do you complain to? Fucking cockboy Joseph? He's going to go to complain to David, but David ain't going to give a fuck. This is all correct. Who do you go to complain to in this situation? Hey, what up, Kid Frog? Fuck yeah, Michelle was involved with the finances. Hell yeah, she was. Shit. Shit, we know she is. Off Cult Watch's she's got Michelle Brennan's Depot. You guys go watch it. I was watching it today. Michelle's all, I helped with all the finances. I did all the finances on the organization. I'm the chief financial officer. There were no questions or answers periods during any of his services, weekend gatherings, and he made himself unavailable to others. I'm sure there are members or children of family members who would wanted to speak to a person with regarding how the money is being spent, or where did their mother's or father's money go, right? But here's one of the things on the bottom of his website, right? All donations given to KOGGC are irrevocable when made and will be used as designated by the board of directors, which is fat fuck David and bitch Michelle. Okay, it's those two fuckheads. They are the board. Okay, Michelle and David, that's the board. So they can make any fucking decision. I'd figure, let's say fucking 3 cents on the dollar went back to helping people and everything else went to Michelle and David. Refunds or credit are not provided by KOGGC for any monetary gift, donation, or assets are given to the ministry. Thank you for your support. So basically, we the board, this is what our source is saying, we the board decides how the money spends, how to spend money, and you give. The one thing that could get them in trouble from this statement for the purpose of carrying out the purpose of the ministry. So David is saying whatever the board decides what is needed. The purpose of the ministry during this week is getting a new bulletproof glass for David, or the purpose of the ministry this month is getting David E. Taylor a large mansion. They have the ultimate scam. They really do. They have the ultimate Ponzi scheme, man. You run the scam, make yourselves unavailable, and you bury the scam behind a church, man. And all the members, all of you cult members still there are still dependent on him. You're all still dependent on him. This was one of the largest religious Ponzi schemes that anybody has ever seen in America. You guys do realize that, right? You guys do realize that. This will be opened up and this will be labeled as one of the largest fucking Ponzi schemes in the church that's ever gone down, is with David E. Taylor and Michelle Brannon. So Kia, Steve, Ashley, Alexis, Susan, anybody who's still there, you guys, you gals, guys and gals, guess what? David doesn't care about you. He's in jail. Another thing. Oh, this is what else we were talking about. Labor union fees. Okay. Our source here knows a thing or two about labor unions, and so do a lot of us. We had talked about it a day one, and the creating, handling, dealing with union labor fees. I wonder if David's laborers would get into a fight with the arena union laborers. I could hear David screaming, "You laborers need to be rebuked," and some guy sitting around would say, "Is he talking about rebuking us? He says it's laborers." And this is true with labor work. And our guide says this. We've had shows where the union steward would wander around the show and say, "Don't you even think about touching that screwdriver, son. They don't give a shit. You don't touch things. Crates, vacuums, your show booth, wipe it down without the union doing it." They would have been so screwed. I could see Michelle screaming at Tony and Tony trying to mess with the sound and some union guys pick him up. One of our people one time said got into it with the guy at the dock over carrying in a box of literature. If it's on the dock, one of our drivers who delivered our display left something inside the truck. You can't even touch that. Okay, you can't even do that. So when you do these Amway arenas, right, you have to bring your own labor. Sometimes you have to match, and you can't do shit. That's why they call it labor work. That's why they call it union labor, man. Oh, the oversized chair is fucking gaudy. Look at him. It's because he was so out of shape. He's like, "I can't even breathe, so I gotta sit sideways." Among the Ashes podcast. What up, what up, what up, what up? Dallas, dude, this was pretty big, bro. This was dude, oh my God. Holy shit. Like, again, like our guy is saying like, hey, people that I know that do business classes that teach business are going to teach a lesson on this specific event on how not to do it. Dude, this is huge. No news on Michelle yet, man. We're still waiting. My sources say she violated, dude. My sources say she violated, and my sources say she got picked up. I was thinking today Michelle could be in the hospital. Oh, my chest hurts. I'm having chest pain. Well, no. When there's big news, you guys will always know. Extreme. No, when there's news, those were like, dude, I have one of those. I have one of those on my wall. Fits or extreme. I have one right there. You want to see? I'll show it to you. Hang on. I have one. Look, that's what it is. It's a literal, they're literal. He prays over these. And apparently David prays over these. I'm glad they're not fucking stuck together because that would be a problem. But the homie sent me these because David would never send me these. Oh yeah, seed time. Seed time. Thank you for seed time. Thank you. Thank you for the seed time. But yeah, these are the rags right here. David, these are literally what's sitting next to David. And he would pray over him because apparently there's something in the Bible about prayer cloths, you know, and like the apostles would pray over him. And I don't know. It's some fucking bullshit. I wanted some culty shit in my studio. Oh, that's Katie Frazier. Yeah, that's she. Yep, they found pictures of her too. They found all kind of pictures of her. Yep. If anybody who sent pictures to David E. Taylor, guess what? The FBI found them. And if there's any lucrative pictures on there that shouldn't be there, guess what? The FBI is going to find them. So, yeah, and you know what? You might actually still be able to actually, yeah, through these anointed handkerchiefs. It's for real. Look, it says anointed handkerchief. Look. So yeah, he had to pay. So what's really cool about these, if you guys just have these sent out to random people, like they have to pay for these to ship. Like it costs them money. Okay. Like they pay the shipping on these. It's whatever, however much it is. Like they have to send these out. And the homie's like, dude, I get so many of these. He's like, I get one for my birthday every year. And he's like, I didn't get one this year though. So yeah, I didn't think they'd ever send me one. Yeah. Holy jizz rags, David E. Taylor. So yeah, they're just, it's like, it has to do with, like homeboy said, Paul's handkerchief, right? Like apparently Paul would pray over handkerchiefs and it's like the people would touch him and, oh, like Paul the Apostle. Catch the drift now. See how much of a grift it is, bro. But yeah, that girl's Katie Frazier, man. That's Katie Frazier. She's still part of it. She's still a part of it. So yeah, that's what those are. Yeah, he had pillow covers at one time too. Yeah, he was doing pillow covers. It makes me wonder if him and Mike Lindell were business partners. All right, so yeah, this was all part of his scam. This whole school thing that we're seeing here, that was all part of his business model. And like our boy was saying here in his email, there's so many issues with this. The legalities. I mean, fuck. He's fucked. David's not going to get out. No, I know Tony Richards. I know. We were just kind of having a chat about David and how fucked he is and why he's not going to get out. This whole business model. One of our channel members, okay, they have some friends who teach a business class, and this is kind of a big deal because this whole Amway arena debacle. Okay, let's get into the serious meat and potatoes of it now. David was trying to pitch this deal during COVID, all right, which was fucking insanity with the inflation prices. Okay, when he was trying to build this stupid fucking stage. Hey, thanks for the seed, Javi. Appreciate you, bro. Another seed. Thank you, Javi, for the seed. Thank you, Javi, for the seed. No more seats for David. David getting out? Fuck no, he's not getting out. No, I don't think he's ever getting out, Extreme. I don't think he's ever getting out, bro. No. He's a predator, dude. He's a dangerous man. He's a dangerous, dangerous man. He has no business being out on the street, man. There's no fucking way. And the thing is the government's dropping text messages a little bit at a time to the prosecution is dropping. Okay, here's this fucking stupid stage. This is
lies about the purchase of the arena column in cash. The media is full of lies. They even began to spread lies about the purchase of the arena column set that has been being built for the past few years.
Okay, so this was David's fucking lie right here. Oh, goddamn. The actual size, there's no fucking way. He's talking the fucking width of a goddamn football field. Almost 300 fucking feet, David. Come on. David, you couldn't even walk up the first flight of stairs. You fucking yet alone that whole fucking 255 feet. Dumbest idea. Not only that, this was a big lie because the actual size wasn't 255 feet. It was only like 140 or something like that. Nowhere near this size right here. Nowhere near it. $18-wheeler trucks? I think they're parked up in Taylor right now. I want to say they're parked up in Taylor right now. There's no fucking way that would have fit. Ridiculous. And look, everybody notice the little figure right here? Like, check that out. Right there, look. Like, see how fucking big David's ego was? He's like, look, this is going to be me right here. See this little fucker right here? He's all, that's David E. Taylor. He's all, that's me, everybody. Look, I'm standing on the stage. That's about as close to the stage David ever got, like a real stage. Oh, man. So, yeah, this all cost the donors money. It was contracted to be built. He kept, God damn, to go down one rabbit hole is to go down another, is to go down another. That's not it. Let's see here. No, that's not it. Let me find this file here real quick. Crosby Capital, that's the lien. Let's take a peek here. Yeah, here it is. Okay. This is it right here. Okay, here's the initial complaint right here. All right, so this was so all the tires, the fucking fuels probably turned into gel. Yeah, shit. Yeah, dude, it's not good when you don't drive fucking big rigs like that. Okay. Let me see if I can do this back to back here. No, I want that there. There we go. Okay. Might be, let me see how I do this here. Let's see if I can move this over. Bam, right there. All right. So this stage you see here is all about this case right here. Okay, they got sued. Yeah, he's up in Pike County, Livingston County Jail, some shit like that, up in Michigan. These have to do with each other. So David hired this company, Movie Prop Rentals, right here. Okay. Hey, what's up, Soups? How you doing? We're talking about the Amway arena, the Amway debacle. Total clusterfuck, total logistical fucking nightmare. Holy shit. Jesus Christ, man. I mean, this was just stupidest fucking idea. And just for reference, let me go ahead and show you guys what our guy said is here. Oh, man. Let's take a peek here. All right. All right, so this is what it would have looked like inside the Amway arena. He would have blocked off half the fucking stage like a dumb shit. Look, for real. That's what it would have looked like right there. No thought to the process. Rachel Bone, what up, what up, what up? Yeah. Yeah. And so what I wanted to talk about too is like, there are people out there now recognizing what David did, like in the corporate world, and they're going to use his fucking business model on how not to fuck your shit up, basically. For real. Yeah. I think it's great. I think it's great because the one thing David did was fuck up his business. Fuck up his church. Hey, what up, J-Mo? J-Mo. Yeah, David would already taken up half the size of the arena. So he says it'd be 255 feet. So look at how he had. Most likely done up by AI, of course. This was most likely done by AI. Dumbest fucking idea ever. Logistically, financially, I mean, David's I am the gladiator. He's we're gonna bring in the lions and tigers and bears, oh my, okay? And he's I'm gonna be David that went into the lion's den. Is that who it was? David in the lion's den. Daniel, like Daniel in the lion's den. I know. And I think it's great. I really do. I think it's awesome that people are starting to realize what kind of fucked up business model this was. Nope. Nobody from David's family has ever reached out to me, man. Never. No. And that's fine. I respect that. Exactly, Extreme. How many people in the back can't see shit? They're going to see like all the fucked up DMX wiring. They're going to see all the fucked up plywood. Like they're going to see all the unfinished shit, right? Like what the fuck's the point? Oh yeah. And all these in between were going to be like these big LED screens, you guys. He was going to have LED screens put in. He wanted to have an elevator put in. The Lions fucking gold chrome, just gaudy fucking shit, man. It was total trash what he was planning to do with this. And the money. Where the fuck was he going to get all the money during COVID? I know he made a lot during COVID, but he dumped it all into real estate like a dumb shit instead of paying the stage case off. But we know David's business model, fucking fuck everybody else over but himself. He still owes these people money too. He still owes them money. About 100K or so that we know of, 100 plus. And David said, bring your dead, bring your sick, bring your dead, because you know what we're going to do? we're going to fucking heal all of them, and all that durable medical equipment that you guys have, like your crutches, your canes, everything else, you guys are going to be able to throw it in the back of all these trucks. And guess what? We're going to heal all your sick and loved ones. And people bought into it, man. People bought into it. People bought into it, man. And now it's never going to happen. Hit that like, man. There's 42 people in here. Hit that like, man. Exactly right. God told David he would give him 400 million. It's like this is a really complex Ponzi scheme, everybody. This is a complex fucking religious Ponzi scheme, and it was ran by several people. David being the head of it, Michelle being number 2, Joseph number 3. Tony, I would say, would be number 4 in command. 192 nations, sir. He's all, Joseph, tell me what's going on at the hotel. Joseph's all, yes, sir. It's just so amazing down here, Apostle. There's nobody here. It's a bunch of empty rooms. It's in the red light district of Houston. And, eventually I hope we could turn it into a brothel, sir, so we could turn tricks out the back gate, and really run some black market shit here, Apostle. He'd be like, what else is happening, Joseph? Well, sir, nothing really. Oh, man. Hey, Soups. We were analyzing this whole deal. We were analyzing this whole deal. There's people in this group who know about this type of shit, or very well experienced in it. Yeah, talk about delusional, Soups, right? And we were passing this stuff up into people that on the channel that have access to certain kind of programs that can plug numbers like real quick and spit out fucking, results on how something like this should be funded. There was no fucking way David was going to do it. It's insanity to do a deal like this. It costs so much money now. He's all, Lance, put Lance on the stage. Oh, it's so bad. But yeah, the whole Amway debacle, man. We were watching that go on the whole time. We're like, there's no way. Soups, how would David, like, if money came in for Amway Arena, did he spend it on Amway Arena, or did he spend it elsewhere? Did people say how they wanted to give money to David and said, hey, we want it to go to this, or this? And did the money actually go there or no? That's my question. I don't think it did. I think he just fucking blew it throughout the accounts. I think he was spending just enough on what he needed to. Everything else he was spending on himself. Oh, yeah. Delusions of grandeur. Hell yeah. Like, J-Mo, dude, this is insanity, brother. Like, dude, this many people? Like, he thinks he's like the fucking Michael Jackson of fucking prosperity pimps or what? No. Fuck that. No way. There's no way. Like, how? Man. He claims that he has a special account just for those going, but we know that wasn't true. Yeah. Yeah, in this case, man, all these court cases, they're all business related too. You guys do realize that? They're all financially related. Not some of the court cases actually overlap. Like Soups, okay, you remember the court case that was going on with the residential center? Well, David had managed to overlap that case with the case down in Florida with movie prop rentals. He did a really good job at it. And then not only that, like, David still has money due. He's done a really good job at overlapping his cases. Very good job at it. Okay. There wasn't an Amway account. Okay. There wasn't an Amway account. Yeah. Hey, Zal, you know what? We're going to build a skyscraper too, okay? We're going to build a 80-floor skyscraper, and each floor is going to have a nation on it, okay? And everybody's going to be on that floor calling from that nation. Yeah, adds that he found a cure for cancer. Yeah, what a fucking asshole. Yeah, okay. And for real, anybody ever need to write a business paper, a business model about how to fuck up a business? Just use David's. Because this was a really good business model that David had an idea of, but he fucked it all up. He just wasn't financially smart about it. Had he had somebody in place to do this, he probably could have pulled it off. Maybe. Charge for him and do nothing in exchange. So insane. Well, Soups, that's exactly what David did. And I know the cult's watching right now. Hit that thumbs up. Let me know you're not a cult member. He did. He had this real spirit of entitlement. He really did. Like, oh, just do all this shit for me. And what David did, Daddy Marquez, we're still waiting on confirmation. We haven't heard anything yet. All right. But my sources said, yeah, man. My sources said, yeah. Michelle could be playing the sick card and fucking acting like she's sick and locked up in the hospital, protected under HIPAA, which is why we haven't seen anything. That's just my belief, but we could be wrong. But I know she violated bond. I know that for fucking sure. Because she's not supposed to have contact with the cult, and she was contacting the cult. So that was a bond violation, is a bond violation according to the indictment, to her bond conditions. She is to have no contact with the cult. And if she contacted the cult, well, that's a bond violation. It's a bond violation. By court documents, and the judge said, no contact. If you do, I will put you back in jail. No, he did it, Soups. No, he didn't have the labor force to do this. There's no way. He didn't have the forklifts to load and unload the crates. He didn't have enough trailers. He didn't have enough trucks. He didn't have enough people to drive. He didn't have the right licensing. He didn't have enough money. I mean, the gas alone, fuck. You just want to talk the gas on these trucks and the maintenance? You want to talk gas and maintenance on these types of trucks? They require a lot of gas. They require maintenance. They require licensing. You can't drive over a certain amount of hours. There's all kinds of things that go into a operation like this. Yeah, she can be in the free world. Yeah, she could be in the free world and still out on a bond violation. Yeah. And just bring it up in maybe when it hits trial or something. They'll bring it up when she's supposed to go in front of the judge, and they'll hit her there and be like, Your Honor, she violated her bond in herself. Exactly. All the people that gave money to this Amway arena, it's a shame he took your money and fucking just spent it on himself. This was all he did, was use this to get money from you. Logistically, David couldn't do this, everybody. He couldn't do it. There's no way. The money, manpower, he didn't have the stage finished, because how was he going to use the trucks to transport the stage if he was going to convert the trucks into fucking like shower trailers and shit? What was he going to do? Buy another fucking 20 trailers or what? Because by my math, he didn't have enough trailers to do this and the shower trailers and convert all that shit over. He's some of them are going to be office trailers. Some of them are going to be shower trailers. You know what? We're even going to put a kitchen in one of them, okay? We're going to put a kitchen in one of these trailers, everybody. All right? And this is how it's going to work. What, with 2 fucking trucks, David? Fucking dumb fuck. David realized that the trailers were cheaper than the actual bobtails. He's those trucks cost a lot of money. Let's go and buy 5 trailers. You know, I have enough for 5 trailers, but hey, let's go and only get like 2 trucks, okay? That way we have to make multiple trips. Like, really think about this, people. Put this into perspective. Fuck, think about this. really think about this. So David, okay, David was going to do the Amway Arena, okay, but he needed at least 10 trucks to fucking do all this, right? At least. So, but he had a total, I think, like 5 trailers, okay? 5 trailers. One of them was down in Houston. The other 4, who fucking knows? Okay, I think last I heard they were up in Chesterfield. But he only has 2 trucks to pull them. So 2 trucks for 5 trailers, the math doesn't add up, okay? So let's say that was his fucking plan. So let's say that was his plan. Let's say that was David's plan. So what's he gonna do? Pay fucking triple, fucking quadruple the gas to make multiple trips? Think about it. Like, hey, you know what? We got 5 trailers, but we only got 2 trucks. Okay, you guys go take those trailers, go take them down, then go back up and pick those other 2 trailers up. Hey, and then one of you go back down and get the other one. Okay, so one of y'all's making 3 trips. One of y'all's making 3 trips. The other one's only make 2. Who's making 2 trips? Talk about a waste of fucking gas and resources and money. Dumbest idea. Stupid. Anybody who thought Amway was going to happen? Nope. It is a logistical nightmare. You could draw out a whole fucking plan on this and you could make it work, but you'd have to be somebody like really famous, like fucking Metallica or fucking, you know, Pantera or some shit, some fucking badass rock band, you know, to really make it work. David thought he was a rock band and he thought he could make it work, but his delusions of grandeur were just, oh yeah, exactly. Tankers, Josh Power. I drive long haul tankers for work. They caught, dude, the maintenance on them. Fuck, bro. Yeah. What's the average maintenance per year? Just roughly, right off the top of your head, Josh Power, 25 grand, 30,000 a year. Say a couple grand a month, I'm guessing. Roughly. I don't, guessing it's around there. I think we did the analysis on it one time, and it's quite a bit, dude. If you're not putting gas in it, you're doing maintenance on it, basically. It's like, what are the other, gas or maintenance? What are you doing on your fucking big rig this week? Gas or maintenance? And it's from day to day, too. Easy 25 to 30. Okay, thank you. So 25 to 30, easy. Nice, okay. So he had 2 trucks. So there's, let's say 60 grand just on the maintenance. Okay, that's just maintenance. Oh, and the tires and fuel? Oh my God, I could only imagine. Yeah, tires, fueling up fucking, what's the average long haul truck carry, Josh? How many gallons of fuel? Oh, Mother God. Forest Films. Mother is resting. She is at rest. You got kids in the room? David is resting. He is at rest. This is Chris Com's favorite video. And this is graphic. You guys, this channel is set to not made for kids. So if you have kids, get them the fuck out, okay? They have no business watching this stuff.
Oh, how are you doing? Is that Jim?
No, Jim's not with me tonight.
Contact
All right. How you doing? How many guys are here tonight? How many people are in the house tonight now?
She is resting. She is at rest.
5 beings and a child.
Okay.
And my wife.
What we've got is a search warrant to check this house.
Okay.
I'm here to see mother and I need to check on the child.
Okay, child's sleeping.
Okay. So
Mother
do that.
is in rest.
Okay.
She has rested.
Go ahead and go with one of them, please.
Okay, share with you.
James.
Okay, Jason. Yeah. Okay, I'm right here. Oh,
You're good. Do you have anything on you I need to wear? Guns, knives, anything like that around?
Since you mentioned this, I'm going to go ahead and play it.
Who else is in the house?
The child is back there.
Child's the only other one in the house?
Mother is resting. She is at rest.
Turn around for me. You got anything on you that might poke or stick me? Okay, just relax for me, okay?
Anything in your pockets?
Yeah.
Okay, so Dallas, you drove a rig that was 350 gallons. Okay, and diesel average price, what was it? What's diesel gas? Let's see what diesel is right now. Let's see, diesel prices. $3.89 U.S. national average times 350. Whew, it's a big fuel bill.
Some lighter in my wallet.
Okay.
What's in your front pocket? Huh?
Those out for me.
Okay. So okay, I'm gonna take it out, okay?
Set it right there. Okay, I need you to turn around for me. Then put your arms up a little higher. There you go.
Can I have you come over here, please?
Alright, thank you. Can you go and step over there for me towards the door?
Turn around for me.
Turn around, put your hands behind your back for me, please.
Oh yeah, y'all ready?
Wow, they painted her. Is it?
That's just, I think, decomp. Decomp mummification. That's what I'm...
Okay, little backstory. If nobody knows about this, this was another call called Love Is One. Very sad story, actually, man. Very, very sad. She was a really pretty lady, and she just fell into fucking just illusions, man, and throw a little bit of narcotic usage in with that and shit like that, and post-colloidal silver usage, and yeah. So they had her all wrapped up in Christmas lights. They legit thought that she was gonna like fucking reanimate and come back to life. And they were transporting her around states. They had her fucking, they were camping with her. They had her in a tent. They were fucking sleeping next to her while she was in stages of decomp. Very bad. It was really bad what happened in this situation. And this is where they finally caught up with them. They caught up with them in this fucking house in California somewhere. And California, Arizona? I can't remember. Having some Tony issues here. Yeah, they don't see what's wrong. Exactly, Forest Films. They don't see what's wrong with this.
Guessing at this point?
The eyelids and stuff.
The eyelids they painted, yeah.
Holy shit.
She,
I didn't even look at it. I was like, oh, is that her?
Yeah. This has been a while.
Yeah.
I like this response. I said, there's something back there. I don't know what the fuck it is. But
I couldn't see the face. And I was like, and then when I got closer,
So they had painted her face, okay? They had painted her face. They had put Christmas lights all around her. I mean, she had gone through multiple stages of decomposition by the time they found her. She was at the stages of mummification basically when they found her. They had her in a sleeping bag. I mean, shit, they were putting like sunglasses on her. They were driving her around with her. They were fucking going grocery shopping with her. And the only thing they got in trouble for was misdemeanor, like basically tampering with a body. It was for not reporting a death. Yeah, and these people, like, it's sad. Like, they were out there, man. Like, to fucking tote a body around like this while it's going through stages of decomposition. It's actually a crime to not report a death. But what they did, it's not a felony because they didn't kill her, you know? This was all a product of their own kind of belief. Watch the documentary, man. It's really good. Oh, the smell. Oh my God, they were driving around with her. They were driving around with her. They were driving around with her, you guys. Oh yeah. Soups, absolute Soups. They were actually camping with her. Like they had her in a fucking tent after she, like maybe a couple, 2-3 weeks after she died. Could you imagine the smell? This is called Love is One. It's called Love is One. There's actually a documentary on HBO about it. I recommend you watch it if you didn't cancel it when fucking shit went south with HBO. It's really good. It's really good. Very sad though. Very sad what happened. And this was the final product. This is when they finally caught up with them. Yeah, and dude, that's the thing. Dallas, I think the body, by the time they found the body of Mother God, her body had already gone through the stages of liquefaction. Yeah. Yes. They had, by the time they found her, like she had gone through that stage. Like she was in the stages of mummification. Yeah, that's pretty bad. That was the same for this. They had her for a while. Yeah, truly horrific, man. Like I said, this is why cults are so dangerous, because they don't think there's anything wrong with this.
Where would that be?
She would work at the 5209.
Close to you
Whatever,
about having seen.
again, whatever we've discussed personally has been, you know, if I've talked to him about it or he's relayed anything.
I'm not asking what you've discussed. I'm just asking what he has said to you, not what you said to him.
Counsel, I'm going to object to the question because she's
the face.
She has not. That's appeared to Solomon at night in a dream and a vision by night.
What were they?
I honestly don't remember. Contempt of court proceedings filed against her.
For, did she talk to you about?
We live at the Trail Oaks as well.
Oh, you do also? I thought I asked if anybody else did, and I was told no.
Separate from me.
Oh, you just didn't include yourself?
Well, I lived there recently, yes. Mm-hmm.
When's recently?
As of February 1st.
Oh, 2015?
Correct. Mm-hmm.
Was that sort of a job responsibilities? What's your there?
Executive office.
Have you worked for JMMI?
This is where I want to get to.
Since December 2.
Just, Ms.
Watch
Brannon, I think you.
This is one part I wanted to show, because this is his business partner, Michelle Brannon. He needed a fucking cunt bitch to help run it, and that was her. It's Michelle Brannon. So all of this really depended on David too, having Michelle Brannon as his number 2 in command. If not, it would have never worked. David needed somebody to help run the shit show, and Michelle was it. This is important because Michelle, under deposition, said, "I'm in charge. I'm the chief. I'm chief executive officer."
You just answered before, but how long have you worked for JMMI?
Since December 2012.
And what is your title there?
Executive officer.
And what's your job responsibilities?
Overseeing the business aspect of the ministry.
And Mr.
Yeah, sorry for your loss, Dallas. But you're right. When the body is deceased, yeah, the body decomposes very rapidly, you guys. It does. The body decomposes pretty quick. Yeah. Yep. And I'm sorry for your loss, Dallas. Yeah. Yep. Yep. The body decomposes extremely rapid. It's very fast, man. Especially in the elements. Heat, cold, whatever. It decomposes pretty quick. Heat's the worst. Heat decomposes the body really fast.
Taylor testified that you also oversee his personal finances?
That is correct.
Now we have Michelle on deposition saying, yes, I oversee his personal finances. Yes, that is correct.
And where do you reside?
I currently live at the Trail Oaks as well.
Oh, you do also? I thought I asked if anybody else did, and I was told no.
Separate from me.
Oh, you just didn't include yourself?
Well, I lived there recently, yes. Mm-hmm.
When's recently?
As of February 1st.
Oh, 2015?
Correct. Mm-hmm.
Was that sort of a trade-off for the lack of compensation?
No, I voluntarily went there until my apartment's ready.
Oh, all right, so you plan to move somewhere else?
I am.
And when would that be?
As soon as my apartment's ready.
Like ballpark?
Right now, they're looking for an April 1st date for my apartment to be ready.
So Michelle gets there, gets an apartment right away. She have to work or nothing.
Okay. And how did you meet Deborah Frazier?
She attended one of the services.
Where?
In Taylor, Michigan.
And do you typically attend those also?
On occasion. Not all the time, no.
And do you have any idea how Deborah Frazier became acquainted with the Taylor facility or JMMI in general?
I believe she's through a relative or something. I'm not sure.
No, Michelle has no education, Daniela. No. She has no education. Nope. Michelle's a scammer. Michelle's a scammer. Pure and simple, bro. That's all she knows, Daniela. Daniela, when I say that's all she knows, that's literally all she knows, bro. Michelle doesn't know how to make an honest fucking dollar in her life, my guy. Prior job experience, yes, but dude, she got caught scamming at her previous job. Michelle got busted scamming. It's all she knows. Dude, she racked up like credit cards and shit at her jobs that she shouldn't have. Catch my drift? And they gave her two options. And she took the best in her interest, of course, which was quit. Or we take your ass to court and we fucking file charges. But that never happened because Michelle just quit. Nope, that wasn't it. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. I won't tell. I'll. That's all I'll say about it. But that's not it. Dallas, it's something different. Nope, there's another job. Yeah, I was asked not to say which location it was, but I will say that she did get in trouble for racking up fucking corporate credit cards, which she should have. For 1 month as a teen. Yeah. Yep. She seems like a telemarketing fucking boss, right? She seemed like a boss you have like a telemarketing company. Yeah. Hey, hey, Leanne, that's exactly what she was doing. She was fucking shopping. It wasn't Weatherford though. No, it wasn't. It was another company, dude. And I was like, no fucking way. Like, yeah. Fucked up. Yeah. And you don't do that. Like committing corporate fraud. Like that's what I want to get into with medical coding is fucking fraud investigation. Compliance, man. Fraud investigation. Long-term. You don't commit fraud on a corporate level, dude, because fuck. And for what I found out, it didn't even hit the 5-digit range, but it was enough for the corporation to be like, we're going to fucking press charges or you can quit. Oh, absolutely. Corporate fraud? Oh, yeah. Oh, I got fired from my last job because I was committing fraud on a corporate level. I took my corporate credit card and I was buying everybody gifts. No, it wasn't Weatherford, Ted. No. It wasn't Weatherford, no. It was another one. It wasn't Weatherford.
Did you ever request a contribution or donation from Deborah Frazier?
I never did.
Liar.
You're a fucking liar.
Did
got
she
this
talk
other
to you
idiot
about contributions and donations?
I mean, no, she really never did.
She never talked to you about them?
I mean, we just didn't talk about donations. Talked about her children, her life, how much she loves them as of recently, how you know, it's hurting her not to be able to spend more time with them.
Did she tell you that she has supervised parenting time?
She did mention it.
Are you aware that there are contempt proceedings pending tomorrow?
I've heard, yes.
And how did you hear?
Through Debbie.
And what did she tell you?
That there were contempt of court proceedings filed against her.
For what?
She didn't say.
She didn't tell you why?
We didn't get into it. I asked.
Violating her bond proceeding, violating the orders of the court.
Not to be involved.
You told her you didn't want to know?
I told her I didn't want to know.
Okay. In the year 2015, have you ever talked to Did Debbie ever tell you that Jesus appeared to her and told her to give money to JMMI?
No.
Has Mrs. Fraser shared with you any of her visions or dreams that she has experienced about the Lord or God or Jesus?
She's shared with me a dream or two.
What were they?
I honestly don't remember.
You don't have any recall at all?
No, I don't remember her dreams. I get so many people who tell me their dreams, I honestly don't remember.
A lot of people come up and tell you about their dreams?
Well, we have a lot of people who will call in and they ask for prayer, and, you know, we're ministry, so people have dreams and they are impacted by them. They do call in quite often for them, yes. Absolutely. Oh, you know, to be honest with you, yeah, we've had probably about 5 people over the course of this past week that have called in for their dreams, that have had dreams.
And what can JMMI help them with in terms of their dreams?
Well, we're ministry. I mean, it's my religious belief, you know, as that I know it is others, that we believe that Jesus does, or people do come to, the Lord does come to you and speak to you in dreams, as stated in the first.
Colleen nailed it. What are you going to do with people's dreams? How are you going to help them? What are their dreams? What are you going to do to help them with their dreams? Oh, yeah. If there's any of the cult members out there watching right now, the whole Amway debacle, it's never going to fucking happen, okay? So if you're all just out there trolling, hit that like. Let me know you're not a troll, please. There's 65 people in here. What does anybody want to know? What do you guys want to know about the Amway arena? You guys got questions about it? What do you want to know? The Amway debacle. That's what we're talking about, man. What a scam. This was one of the biggest fucking scams ever. Huge Ponzi scheme. Hey, Cat Mom, mother of all pussy. Now I've been on for a little bit, Cat Mom. How many trolls? How many trolls be trolling? Trolls be trolling. That's all right, though. What do you guys want to know? I like when they come troll because it still helps the channel, even though they don't like. So where's my trolls at, man? Let me know you're here. I know there's trolls out there like, what's he saying? Or they're just on the back end just trolling just to fucking troll. Because they're like, damn, that guy was right. They're like, fuck, that David guy did get busted. He did get busted by the FBI. Well, it's because he was moving people across the fucking state line.
Kings, where he talked about, you know, he appeared to Solomon that night in a dream and a vision by night. And so I definitely believe that. And they come and they talk to, or, you know, they believe they've had dreams, you know, one thing or another. I've had people this week specifically say that they've had a dream that one person had a dream that their car was being stolen, and 2 days later their car was stolen.
Okay, can you give me a time frame, just generally, of when Deborah talked about her dreams?
I absolutely could not possibly tell
They all dropped off.
you that. I do recall we've talked about it, or she's mentioned she's had dreams, but I don't remember when.
She talked to you about meeting Ben
Imagine going to a ministry and it's all dream based. Hey, tell us your dreams and we'll make you get rich.
Franklin in heaven?
No.
Okay. Has she talked to you about her kids being seers?
Seers?
Right.
No.
Has Deborah told you that she thinks she can predict the future?
No.
Who else would Deborah have potentially talked
I had a dream that I had a dream.
to about her dreams within the JMMI ministry?
Jane Object Forum Foundation.
You can go ahead.
Very,
Pardon me?
very vague. You go ahead and answer the question if you can.
I couldn't
Challenge if she and Ms.
not.
Why would you guess not?
Because Mr. Taylor he just doesn't give himself, he doesn't have that time.
No, he doesn't have that time because he's always out sleeping with other women. That's what she should have said. Mr. Taylor doesn't have time because he's always out fucking putting his little fucking tallywhacking women. Yeah, I had a prophecy that David was going to get busted by the FBI.
And to my knowledge, they don't speak like that.
Did Mrs. Frazier ever tell you that she has seen Jesus face to face?
She has not.
That's one of the tenets of JMMI's ministry, is it not?
That is correct.
Have you seen Jesus face to face?
In a dream, yes.
But in
In a dream, I've seen Jesus, yes.
a dream,
In a
not
dream.
in the corporal sense of being in here.
No.
So you consider in a dream to be also face to face?
Absolutely.
Is it once?
I've had several dreams of him.
Several of
They're gonna take this to court, you guys. You guys, the feds are gonna take this to court. They're gonna take this deposition and they're gonna use it against her. They're gonna use this deposition against her.
The Lord coming to me in a dream, would you like me to tell them to you?
No, I just want you.
Would you like me to tell them to you with that fucking little cunt look on your face, Michelle? Look at her. Look at her. Watch her. Watch her.
Of the Lord coming to me in a dream, would you like me to tell them to you?
No, I just.
Would you like me to tell them to you? While I get fucking railed by fucking Mr. Prophet with the little fucking tiny tallywhack? Huh? You want me to tell you my dreams of how David comes to me in my dreams? Look at her little shit-eating grin. I bet she didn't have that fucking grin on her face when the feds arrested her. I bet she didn't fucking have that shit-eating grin on her fucking face when the feds slept a nice cold fucking spare pair of cuffs on her ass. Bet she wasn't saying shit about face-to-face dreams then. Little bitch. Yeah, Michelle's in on this. Michelle's in on this. She's on email. Michelle's fucked.
I just want you to know if it's God the Father, God the Son, the Holy Spirit. Who
I've had
talking?
dreams of Jesus coming to me. I've had dreams where I've audibly heard the Father talk to me in a dream. I've never seen him.
Yeah, her ass ain't fucking smirking now. Sitting on federal charges right now. Yeah, she ain't laughing now.
Has Mr. Taylor ever told you about his face-to-face meetings with the Lord?
Whatever conversation that Mr. Taylor and I have, he's my spiritual father.
Right there. Right there. All these words, you guys, check this out. All these words that are coming out are going to come back around and bite Michelle in the ass. She don't give a shit. And again, when Michelle goes before the court, she tries to take the stand. Miss Brennan, you said Mr. Taylor is your spiritual father. Can you explain that to the court for us, please? I know she's all, whatever conversations we had were in bed. And typically I had to lure him in with a pack of burgers and a Davies dozen of Krispy Kreme. Okay? I bet David had to like fucking sway Michelle to get into bed. David probably had to slather himself with some kind of fucking Krispy Kreme glaze. Michelle's all, the only way I'll get in bed with you is if you put glaze all over yourself, okay? And for her to sit here, oh, he's my spiritual father. He's my spiritual fucking abuser. He's just so great. I just love the way he walks all over me.
He's my pastor, and I believe that would be protected under the pendant.
I'm asking about him telling you, not you telling him. Things he has disclosed to you about having seen.
Again, whatever we've discussed personally has been,
They fucking thrive on that. See Michelle's hair right here? This is body language for Michelle. This is saying that she's uncomfortable hiding behind her fucking hair.
If I've talked to him about it or he's relayed anything.
I'm not asking what you've discussed. I'm just asking what he has said to you, not what you said to him.
Counsel, I'm going to object to the question because she's absolutely...
Look at her. She does look like fucking Sly. That big old fucking beak on her face. No wonder fucking... yeah, fucking beak on her. Boom, out there.
Right. If there is a conversation in which the Pastor Taylor talks to her in conjunction with a give and take, those are privileged communications. So. It's also, by the way, it's also irrelevant and immaterial what their conversations between Pastor Taylor and...
I don't agree with you, but I'm going to move on.
Okay.
Where does Mrs. Frazier stay when she comes to St. Louis?
She has stayed.
This was David's number 2 in command, everybody. Remember, she's trying to get out scot-free and play victim. She was part of this fucking fucked up business model that we keep telling everybody about. She was part of it. She was in on it. She's just as fucking guilty. And this is proof. The whole Amway debacle, she knows about it. She knows about every fucking dollar that was spent on that idea. That's what we're talking about, Michelle. You were in on it too. Any of the cult members that are watching, guess what? You know why the Amway isn't happening? Because David couldn't fucking afford it. David couldn't afford it. Oh, so Kirsten Jones has an arrest record. Nice. Doesn't surprise me. Double parking. Double parking. She's such a dumb shit. Doesn't surprise me. Double parking. Oh, man. Dumb as shit. Yeah. One of the survivors just asked, "Hey, Rich, do you think Michelle's working with the FBI to convict David to lower her sentencing? This could explain why there's no update info on her." Sure. That could be a possibility. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it could. Yeah, for sure. Why not? Anything's a possibility right now with this case, man. Anything's a possibility right now with this case.
To
you see a bunch of them got arrested. Of course. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. Like when Michelle puts on her makeup, she has to use like a spackling fucking crew. They come in with a trowel and a spackling truck and they fucking just put it all on her face. I could see that, man. She got busted. Like, okay, I'll finally talk. I'll talk. I don't want to go to jail. I'll talk. Yep. Maybe she's taking them to where all the money is. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Oh yeah, the money's here. And to the survivors that text during the show, right? For obvious reasons. You guys are dead on. Yes, absolutely. She very well could be. They went to get arrested. She's like, I'll tell you guys where all the money is. I'll tell you where it's all at. Just, I don't want to go back to jail. Like, but Michelle, she could have had the chance to tell the judge, like, Your Honor, I need help with this. I really need help. Yeah, see, that's where it's going to get funny. Her getting paid fat while the rest of the workers are starving. Yeah. I always say that's going to be a problem for her because Michelle's a smart enough woman to know that you have to eat in order to fucking like sustain yourself, right? So David and Michelle can't pitch this off like they didn't know, oh, people need to eat. No, fuck that. You guys know people need to eat. Seriously? You're going to starve people like that while you guys are sitting up there getting fucking rich and fat? Seriously, Michelle and David, like, I'm so glad you guys are where you're at. That you are now down at the bottom of the barrel where you belong. You guys were living this high life. You thought it was all fun and games. You thought you were going to get in trouble. And I know she violated her bond, Dallas. I just don't know what they're waiting on or why we haven't seen anything yet. I found out from my sources, man. They said she violated her bond. I was like, surprised? No, not really. We knew it would happen. We knew it would happen. Yeah. There very well could be there's some dynamics that we don't know about here in play, but I know she violated her bond. I know she did. And if they haven't rearrested her yet, they're going to. Dude, I'm about like 98% sure she's in jail, man. I'm about 98% sure she's in jail. Ted Morgan, 98%, dude. That's where I'm at, 98%, bro. There's that 2% that she may not have got picked up. I know she violated bond, all right? I know she fucking violated her bond. That's a fucking fact. Because my source fucking called me the day it happened. He's like, she violated her bond. She's contacting the cult members. I was like, I knew she would. Fuck. Yeah. Yeah, Ted, I'm 98% sure they got her. Under what circumstances they have her, I don't know. Sometimes, like, when people, like, this is a federal case, like, all Michelle would have to do was fucking start rolling over, man. If she just fucking rolled over and played submissive little fucking bitch like a dog, right? And gave, like, if she rolled over and just spread eagle and just gave him everything, dude, she would walk. She'd walk. Michelle would walk. They tell us, where's all the evidence at, Michelle? Where is it all at? And they'd be shit to her. You want to see the light of day again? You turn over all the evidence to us. Where's it all at? Give it all to us. We want to know where everything is. That could be the thing. She could be under protection because she's snitching. Yes. Yeah. That could be, I don't know how it works, man. But I do, man. My sources. Yeah, man. And all the marshals would have to say, all the feds would have to say, Michelle, you violated your bond. You're going back to jail. She'd be like, okay, I'll tell you where everything's at now. I'll tell you where everything. I'll tell you where all the bodies are buried. Not literally, but figuratively, right? Like she's gonna tell the feds where everything is at. Tell you where all the gold is. I'll tell you where all the bank accounts are at. I'll tell you where all the blockchain is. I'll tell you where all that stuff's at. That would possibly assure Michelle's like maybe getting off on a lighter sentence. But she violated bond by contacting the cult, which she wasn't supposed to. As either the cult or her son, and whether or not her son, I did find out that her son is still in the cult. So if she contacted her son while he's still in the cult, that's a bond violation. She wasn't supposed to have contact with anybody in the cult, whether her son or not. Like Winell just said, wherever she is, she's sleeping with one eye open, Leanne, right? Michelle's for sure sleeping with one eye open. That's the thing. I think she would eventually see, because that's what my sources said. Like, she'll wait till the last minute to throw in the towel. She'll wait till they're hanging like fucking 25 to life over her head. Then she'll say something. Then she'll roll. Well, Dallas, think about it though, too. If she flips on David, the whole cult will be against her. Think about that. Michelle's walking a really fine line right now. She could flip and be totally fucking kicked out of the cult, or she could go down with David, serve a little bit less time, get out and get back into the cult, right? But Michelle's walking a pretty fine line. If she turns on David, the cult will turn on her. So she's got to make a decision. I hope she turns on David so the cult turns on her. I want the cult to turn on her, so I hope she turns on David. That would be best case scenario. Oh, man. They all got to know he's not getting out. And the longer he's in, the worse it is. So cult members that are watching, that are just trolling the back end of the channel, the longer that David stays in jail, the worse it's going to be. Yeah, exactly. If Michelle turns on David, she'll have more friends in jail than she will on the outside. And she gets time. Exactly. Like, it would just be better for Michelle just to serve time because she probably would have more friends. But no, also too, Leanne, she'll cover her ass first. She will. That's a fact. That's Michelle Brandon 101. She'll wait till it doesn't benefit her anymore, which she's literally looking down at the rest of her life in prison. Then she'll do something about it. But she thought this was all a game. So she's going to go out, fuck around, tell the judge pretty much she doesn't give a fuck. And she'll violate her bond. And we know she did. Michelle, I know you did if you're watching. I know you violated your bond. Any of the cult members that are there helping her violate her bond, please keep doing it. Keep doing it. Because it only fucking hurts the case. It only hurts the case against David. Makes things so much more worse for him.
There are names on it.
Well, it's not a check. It looked like it was a counter deposit. They could have deposited with cash.
I think this is marked check on the ticket.
No, it doesn't look like it's marked check. All of those have check next to them.
No, right, that line is check.
Yeah, well, I don't have a copy of it, and I can't say this is what we received, was this. And it could have been, I don't know. I'm not just going to even speculate.
Where did you get this document?
From Ashley. I had her printed off. Anything as related to the, per your subpoena, addendum to the subpoena, you had asked for anything that we have pertaining to the $7,500. And that's what I asked her to pull, whatever she could, and that's what she gave me.
So the same day or within 24 hours or so, that you have to pay $7,500 to Hertz Schramm as the retainer.
Mm-hmm.
You have to answer your
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. I thought you were going.
You get what you say is an anonymous contribution of $7,500.
That is correct.
And you say that you have no way of knowing who deposited that for you at an out-of-state location.
That is correct.
She's such a fucking liar, man. This is all going to come back around to bite him in the ass, man. It is. This is a class study. Dallas, we've been saying it. This is a class study, dude. This is a class study. You could write a class on this whole fucking cult, man.
And around that time or thereabouts, you had a conversation with Deborah Frazier where you expressed some exasperation about having to pay $7,500 to an attorney to represent JMMI with regard to her issues.
That is correct.
Did you express any displeasure with Deborah Frazier at that time?
I never had displeasure towards her. It was towards the situation.
Okay. Let's see if we can clip those together. Okay, the July stuff. Oh, it is. That's also that.
Exactly. And you know what, Dallas? There's actually the personalities of Hitler and Stalin and David Dude, the shit that he did, starving his people and putting them out on the street, dude, that's Stalinist, bro. That's Stalin regime, bro. That you're taking that back all the way to fucking like Rasputin and shit, bro. Shit, man, you're taking it back to the fucking days of like fucking dude, fuck. Dude, there are hints of Hitler, Stalin, Jim Jones, David Koresh, who else? That fucking Chinese guy over, or the Asian guy over in the fucking Middle East. What was his name? Rincho Kuru or whatever. It's that fucking death cult over in Japan. Fuck the Yellow Deli, like the way he's secluding his people. Like I mean, there's so many of these different cult leader personalities in this one man. Like, and you can tell he studied all of them. You could tell he studied all of them, Dallas. This guy has gone back and studied the great communist leaders and dictators of fucking history, bro, and he knows them well. I do too, but just not in the way he fucking is using them. I was taught to recognize the signs. He's fucking using them. That Jim Jones was his hero.
And if we can go off the record for 1 minute.
We are going off the record. It is 11:23 a.m.
God, look at how fucking busted up she just looks. This must have been after her hysterectomy. This is when she started getting real manly looks on her face. She does not look put together at all, does she? She does not look very well put together at all. Imagine what she looks like now. Oh God. Yeah, what I found out, Leanne, right after she got to the cult, she had her, yep, full blown, yep. I have my reasoning. I have my theory why she did. And yeah, I'll just leave it at that. It sounds to me like she just wanted to be a little fucking dumpster, if you catch my drift, Leanne. It's like, this is my chance to be the fucking slut I've wanted to be. I can see she's all, finally I get to be the slut I've wanted to be all my life. Let me just go and get a hysterectomy real quick and I'll just fucking pump and dump. I don't think so, Dallas. Maybe. But I think maybe pump and dump, bro. She didn't want to get pregnant, dude. Get a full hysterectomy, dude. You don't want to get pregnant? Fucking get your shit taken out. Best way to guarantee you're not going to get pregnant.
We are back on the record. It is 11:26 a.m.
I have that one this way. I am going to ask you to identify what's marked as, I'm just going to put this over here so we don't get piles. What's marked as deposition exhibit 9-2.
I think she did it so she could just bang any dude she wanted to without having to worry about getting pregnant. Yeah, they took the head off the snake off. Yeah, the body will wriggle for a little bit, then die. Yeah, it will. It will, Forrest Films. It'll take some time for this cult to die off. The head was just cut off. It's going to take a bit.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Michelle was the fucking cult doormat, dude. Michelle was the cult concubine, dude. No telling how many dudes she slept with. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Leanne. Oh yeah. No, and David included. But once David found out other dudes in the cult started making her sing, David's little pride took a hit. Nobody could sleep with Michelle but David. But there was other guys in the cult sleeping with her. And if they did that, they slept with David. Like, that's nasty, man. Ugh. Like, after, like, sleeping with Michelle, right? These dudes, like, after David slept with Michelle, these dudes were sleeping with her. Like, that's just, oh, dude. Oh, nasty. to imagine like David was like doing the nasty with her, and then the cult members, like some of the dudes were going behind him and doing the same thing to her. Yeah, going in for some sloppy seconds and thirds and fourths. Michelle's all shit. There's no telling how many sloppy seconds I've given. Nasty. Nasty, yeah. Possibly some unprotected sex going on, you know? I mean, running a real high risk. Running a real high risk of getting something, man, if you're doing that.
Okay. Can you identify that?
Yes, Exhibit 9-2. It's a deposit and credit banks, part of the bank statement off of account ending in 244.
Leanne, and that's nasty. Like David was sleeping with the women. No, I'm pretty sure there were orgies somewhere down the line, Leanne. I'm sure there were some orgies down the line. Why wouldn't there be? Why wouldn't there be? I think there were, Leanne. We just don't know about them yet. I think David would be too insecure with himself to have an orgy. He'd be like fighting with himself over the two women. Oh, man. I don't think he could do it. I don't think he could. If there were like more than one person in the room, especially another man, like David would be so fucking insecure. So I don't think he could do an orgy with another dude in the room. It would have to be all women. That's just what I think. But again, I still think he would be having an internal conflict with himself over the women. He wouldn't be able to do it. He wouldn't know how to do it. He would get jealous of himself. No, I can't. No, I can't. I can't imagine the sheer horror of him being like with no clothing. No, I can't. No. That's absolutely a fucking nightmare. That's beyond a nightmare. That's just like, dude didn't take care of himself, man. God, we got so off track with the business model and the Amway debacle, but this is all part of it. Michelle was. And I wanted to talk about Michelle tonight too, because Michelle is very important in this, everybody. She was helping make these fucking decisions. She was the one going out signing the emails, doing the paperwork, going out and talking to people, getting deals done. He would send in the fucking blonde, white fucking concubine to go do all the hard work for him. And they did a live tonight too. They did a live tonight. Let's see here. Let's see if they're still going.
It's looking at you. His ears are attending to.
Look, they're still going. Look, they're doing just reruns now. Look, this is all they can do now is reruns. Oh, this is funny. They're coming back and forth, jumping in and out. See how many views they got? 40 views. Look. It is, Leanne. It's called ophthalmopathy. Yeah. You want to see what it's called? It's called Yeah, it's ophthalmop. There it is. Ophthalmopathy. Right there. Bam. Yep. Graves' ophthalmopathy. It's caused by thyroid conditions. Yes. Thyroid eye disease. It's called ophthalmopathy. Autoimmune thyroid gland or Graves' disease. Yes, Leanne. You're dead on. You're dead on, yeah. We've already researched all this. It is. It's called Graves' disease. Right here. When you have overactive thyroid, you start getting things like ophthalmopathy. Bam. That's what it's called. Thyroid eye disease, Graves' eye disease. Bulging eyes, eye irritation, swollen, inflamed eyelids, dry or teary eyes, frequent blinking. David did that a lot. Photophobia, which is sensitivity to eyes. Eye pain, headaches. Double vision. I think he was. There's all the lasting appearances. Baggy eyes, red eyes, severe vision loss, cause of thyroid eye disease. It's autoimmune. It means your system attacks your thyroid and eye tissues. And I've always believed, like, when you look at David, at one point, he was looking so unhealthy. I mean, he's always looked unhealthy, but there was some other instances where it looked like he just had this huge fucking goiter right here on his neck. And it was just like fucking bam out there, like on his, like located in the area of his thyroid. And that's another condition of an overactive thyroid, is you get this fucking goiter right here. And it was just so bad. It was so bad. Shithole. This is where he was like really bad. This is where he was like, this is where I started seeing his health decline, was here. This was the only space he could maintain. Yeah, he may not have been able to reach, man. Look, there's Joseph. Right there. They're just standing Joseph. Sir, there's 192 nations on tonight, sir. Just so amazing. Look at all the people donate from all over the world. 192 nations, sir. Look at this, man. Gaudy ass setup. This is, yeah, and you know what's really bitching about this is David did all of his shit online, so the feds were really able to dissect it because he did everything online. Oh yeah, that's an ice block, Leanne. Yeah, David had to have ice blocks. You didn't know that? He loved fucking having ice blocks just to watch people's money melt away. He's all, hey, that money, guess what? It's not mine. I get to literally watch people's money melt away. Imagine paying for something and having nothing to show for it after you're done. Like David with his ice blocks. He's all, hey, you know what? I'm going to do this really cool thing. I'm going to buy something and I'm going to have nothing to show for it when I'm done. Okay? See this ice block? Watch. It's going to literally melt into nothing. Like, imagine that for real. Imagine going out with other people's money and blowing it and not even like saving it. Fuck, man. Fuck. David's all, you know what? I'm gonna do the first one. He's all, I'm gonna make all this money. I'm gonna scam all these people and I'm gonna blow it just fucking aimlessly and not have anything to show for it.
Darza just said this. Wow. Go ahead, Joseph.
Yes, sir. On YouTube, they're watching from New York City, all the way in New York City. We have Lena watching in Louisiana. We have Baton Rouge, Louisiana on, as well as...
You know, that's all we can do is pray and hope that you keep it, but so God's choice.
Hey, remember when they said they bought him this random ass fucking Rolls Royce?
Choice is friend. And so we just really hope, sir, that you keep it, but, you know, That's all we can do is pray and hope. We love you, Apostle. You are so deserving of this and so much more.
That is so exactly right, and we're so thankful that we have the opportunity to celebrate you, sir, and to celebrate this next with you with this next gift. And we want the same thing. Keep this gift. It is a blessing, and just a small token of your sons and daughters' appreciation from all over the world. Media team, let's pull up Apostle Taylor's next gift. Look at this. Isn't that beautiful?
David said he fucking bought this. It's over in the fucking Middle East somewhere, sitting in some fucking parking lot in some fucking like Crown Prince's fucking like garage. He's such a fucking liar. He's such a fucking lying piece of shit. This is one of David's other big lies. I don't even want to know what this car would cost. The Phantom Rolls Royce? Fuck, I think it's like, what's the baseline on a Phantom Rolls Royce? Let's see, what's the baseline right now? On a 2013, it's 150. Let's take a peek here. Dude, Phantom Rolls Royce off the fucking... Like, you gotta make an inquiry. Like, you go in here and configure it. Oh my god. Like, could you imagine, like, building your own Phantom Rolls Royce? Holy shit. My god. The amount of money it would cost you. Because these cars, like, I've seen enough about Phantom Rolls Royce to know that when you get a Phantom Rolls Royce, there's only one of a kind. They'll never make another car like that again. Well, custom? Fuck. You could get a custom Phantom Rolls Royce, probably fucking baseline like $1 million easy. Yeah, he never got this car, Soups. He never got the jets. He never got the helicopter. That was all a lie.
Come on. All over Zoom. Can you guys see that on Zoom? That is absolutely...
I like the thing in back. It's on. The little fucking like culty music.
Stunning. It is a Rolls Royce Phantom. Nothing like it. Beautiful colors. Apostle's some of his favorite colors. They're cream and just the absolute royal excellence, sir, that you're deserving. We just want to wish you from all your sons and daughters a very special happy...
Yeah, Soups, you do know he never got this car, right?
...birthday on this day for you, sir,
Fucking
all across
liar.
the world, all across Zoom. Let's put up Zoom here. I know so many people just want to wave and wish you a happy birthday, sir. And there it is. There's the picture on Zoom. All right, everybody out there on Zoom. We want to also show the cakes here in the different locations. Media team, pull those up again here in Taylor and all across in St. Louis. And
Oh, you guys want to see another night? This was one of the first times I ever got up on David's screen. You guys want to see? Yeah, that was David's fucking gift. Like he's fucking driving like he's fucking G. Look at him. Look at him. This is my favorite part. Look at him. Look at him. Right there. See this one right here, you guys? Right there, see? This was the first time. This is the first time I ever got up on David's screen. Right there. Look. Right there, bam. That was one of the first times I ever got up on the screen and they never noticed me. And I was just holding the sign up that said full frontal exposure. Yeah. It was way before like I had honed my skills. Yeah. Yeah, Soups, I was right above you too. Yeah, I was right above you. Yeah. Yeah, sir, that's me. That's me, Ted. That's me. Yeah. Because I couldn't have my real name up there because they knew it was me. So I always had to go in as a fake name. So I'd always use like a girl's name because they would always let girls in. So yeah. Yeah, that's me right there. That was me. That was me. It says full frontal exposure. It just says full frontal exposure. It was all in good fun, Soups. It was all in good fun. It was all in good fun. Yep. Yep, it was all in good fun. That was like the first night. I think that was the first night. I was like, oh shit, I'm on the screen. Yeah. Yep. I eventually got kicked off, I think. I eventually got the boot. Yeah, just sit there like. Look right there, Pam, dead center. Yeah, so I gotta fix my Bosley. Like, look, when we say David's gaudy as fuck, look at him. Look, there's his cake. There's David's cake. This was just before COVID. Yes, this is the one that he does the lean back dance on. You just missed it, Kev. Here, I got you, bro. He's all sitting in my Bentley, everybody. And sitting in my Rolls Royce. Sitting in my fake Rolls Royce. Yeah, dangerous, egotistical tyrant. You know what my favorite one still is to this day, Leanne? I'll never fucking forget it. I think it might have been Rim Allen that said it back in the day. David eviscerates tortilla chips. We were thinking of what we could use as like a non-profit name for like if we were gonna make a non-profit to help people out of the cult. We did. And we started coming up with all these names, and that was one of them. Dude, David eats tacos. Oh man, I'll never forget that. So there's some good memes that night. I can't remember who said some of them, but man, they were fucking funny. But like when somebody said he eviscerates tortilla chips, I'm like, I can like imagine like David eviscerating a whole bag of tortilla chips. No, Catherine. Yeah, somebody took Catherine's domain, man. Mm-hmm. Somebody took Catherine's domain at one time. Oh man. You do buy a fake. Yeah, you do go buy a fake name. Yeah. Oh yeah, that lion belt fucking looks stupid. It's stupid. Dumb as fuck. I know, like, David thought he looked cool here or something. It was Catherine. Yeah, it was Catherine. She got all fucking buttered about it. So you can't take my domain name. That's not proper. It's my name. Yeah, her domain name cost quite a bit, actually. This was honestly some of his best stuff, man. That was good. His birthday was good.
I had a crazy idea.
Hey, Soups, remember how we said David was sick? Probably played this for you once or twice. This was after he came out of the hospital right here. We hadn't seen him in almost two years.
Power through the holidays with Energizer Ultimate Lithium, the #1 longest lasting AA battery.
Grand Canyon University offered nearly $161 million in institutional scholarships to online students.
Listen, I am so hello everybody. Listen, I am so happy to come before you. As you know, I've been in shutaway now for over 2 years.
No, he was sick for 2 years, Soups. Remember all the court docs we saw? Well.
And it's been tremendous.
He was sick. No, he was sick. He got sick. He had to come out because we had talked about him for so long. Like, he had to finally come out and dispute what we were saying. Yeah, ketoacidosis. Yeah, diabetic coma. Yeah, ketoacidosis on top of that. I fucking know it, dude. I know it. Yeah, he was deep in a diabetic coma. He wasn't deep in prayer. He was deep in prayer to hoping that God wouldn't fucking take his life. That's what he was hoping for, Soups. He wasn't deep in prayer. He was recovering. He was recovering from ketoacidosis and a near fucking heart attack. And it makes sense. It really does make sense. The fact that he had heart issues on top of his diabetic coma, it all makes sense. The systems go hand in hand. That's something I'm learning in medical coding, you guys. And when I look at David and I'm thinking diabetic ketoacidosis, I'm like, oh man, dude, he's in bad fucking shape. Yeah, in Shutaway, looking at his 40,000 fucking porn images, right? That's where David was the whole time. In Shutaway, fucking whacking off to all the pictures. Yeah, so that there's proof that he wasn't fucking fasting, that's for sure, right? All right? This is very serious, right? It can be turned around, but DKA is very serious, all right? When I do coding, there's guidelines for diabetes. Okay, they have a set of guidelines how you code diabetes, along with kidney issues. Okay, if you have kidney issues, there's typically heart issues, and there's typically hypertension issues. So they go hand in hand. One fails, typically the other one goes. If David's having heart problems, guess what? His diabetes isn't going to be going well because it's not pumping enough blood to his kidneys to help filter out all the shit in his body. Catch the drift? In that case, if he was already suffering from ketoacidosis and was in a diabetic coma, he very well could have developed a clot in his leg from just fucking laying there in bed like he does anyways. This could have all been compounding interest like we fucking said. We told him, David, take care of yourself or this will happen to you. Exactly what we said would happen. Yeah, and then the fucking defense say, oh, he's not receiving his medication. Yeah, he is. He has to. If he doesn't want to receive it, that's on him. But I'm assuming David's getting medication now. I don't think he was before. I think David was uncontrolled. I think he was definitely uncontrolled diabetic because if he was controlled, this wouldn't be happening. I know that for sure. If he was controlled, ketoacidosis would not be happening. He would not be going into a diabetic coma. Hey, what up, Grimmy? What up, man? And David, he was probably having a hard time fucking breathing, walking. Everything we said would happen with his health, we knew it would happen. Blood pressure, as we said, blood pressure, hypertension, right? Heart issues, high blood pressure. These go hand in hand. High blood pressure with diabetes and DKA, they're all hand in hand, man. And I know how many times did I fucking yell at him, David, take care of yourself. You're going to get sick. You're already displaying the signs and symptoms of somebody with diabetes. Be careful. It causes diabetic coma. It causes diabetic coma. Ketoacidosis will cause a diabetic coma, yes. That's not what I meant, old school. If I said it wrong, my bad. But because David was unmanaged, yes, he went into a fucking diabetic coma. That's what happens when you're unmanaged. That's what happened to my dad, but he fucking died from it. He died from it. Real shit, dude. You don't dude, yeah, ketoacidosis is pretty fucking serious, dude. Like when you're at that level, like, dude, your kidneys aren't functioning. Yes, and it did. It caused him a diabetic coma as a result of ketoacidosis. It's very serious. Very, very serious what happened with him. And then again, old school doggy, he also has high blood pressure. Oh yeah, it's fucking serious. Yeah. And I'm definitely not disagreeing with what you're saying. No, I fucking said it wrong and that's my fault. But yeah, it's not good. It's very serious. Yep. Starts burning fat instead of the glucose. Like what that tells you about his condition. Yeah. And see, diabetes runs in my family. I'm very scared of this, dude. Like this start of the year, I'm starting to cut back all sugars out of my diet just because, right? I'm getting older. And it's just time, you know? And I have a fucking sweet tooth. I love candy. I love sweet tea. I've pretty much cut sodas out, which is pretty fucking good, but it's time to start cutting all the shit out. You know? Should have done it earlier, but who fucking cares? Oh well. But yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if David was borderline like dialysis and old school. Yep. And that's good. You can manage them. And when I code, like we have a code now for remission of diabetes because you can go into remission with diabetes if you manage it properly. It's very manageable. It's very manageable. If you take care of yourself, you can really manage it. You're talking exercise, proper eating, everything. Everything, man. You have to be so fucking strict with it. And you can manage it very well without insulin. Yes. Yep, make you lose your eyesight. Kidney function issues, like old school doggy, like you're saying, you're type 2, hypertension. That goes hand in hand with diabetes, man, and CKD, chronic kidney disease, man. All those systems go hand in hand. And for David not managing it, this tells me right here, this right here, this right here, this one word tells me unmanaged. Oh, dude, sodas will fucking, yeah, they're horrible. Like, I like sweet tea, and I got to cut that shit out. I got to start drinking unsweet or use, like, natural sweeteners, right? Honey, shit like that. But even then, like, honey is high in sugar. It's like a high sugar content, right? High sweet content. But it's natural. So I'd much rather do a natural sweetener than a fucking artificial. But again, this is what we're talking about with David. Yeah, I'll use honey. I won't use stevia or xylitol. No. Stevia is like one of the worst. Pingo bingo. No, we're just talking about how David was not doing well. And then also old school. Look, you know, on top of that, edema. Like, dude, his legs are swelling. Blood clot. Oh, they found the shooter dead, huh? Oh. Well, let's see if he turns out that way. Yep, diabetic retinopathy. Yep. It is. And I think insulin should fucking be free across the board. Nobody should be paying for insulin. Nowhere in America should people be paying for insulin, because diabetes is never going away. We know that. And it's been around for as long as we fucking know, and it's not going away. And I firmly believe people should get free fucking insulin, because the problem my dad had with it was he couldn't get his insulin in his test strips. So we stopped taking his medication, which causes fucking diabetes to skyrocket, dude. Oh, yeah. Now he's got blood clots. Guess what? Anticoagulant medication. He's probably on fucking metformin, right? Metformin. He's probably on Ozempic. Like, I'm calling all these shit out, and I know the codes for him now. I'm like, oh, that's that code. That's that code. But yeah, there's all kinds of codes that we use in medical coding for these types of conditions. Dude, and that's the best thing for you, old school. Exercise, bro. Exercise. Like, I need to start exercising because I sit all day for work. After work, I need to get up and start working in my fucking yard, dude. Take the rest of the afternoon to fucking, you know, burn some calories and shit. And I really got to set that in motion. Sorry, Mr. Holmes, we got to tell you that. That's good. All it takes is fucking, you know, running 30 minutes a day. Yeah, so does Ozempic. Ozempic makes you lose weight too. Yeah. Ozempic makes you lose weight a lot faster though. Yeah, and that's the thing, you guys. Let me tell you something, all right? Taking Ozempic to make you lose weight is not healthy, okay? I promise you that. All right? There's studies done on it. It's not good for you. Low carb, low sugar. Yep. Oh, yeah. You can't have carbs and sugar. Nah, carbs is like the worst for you guys, man. Yeah, carbs, sugar, beer, anything. Can't have it. Yeah. Not old school. Let me tell you something. Diabetes is a big thing. That is like one of the most common trends I see. Diabetes. Diabetes, high blood pressure, hypertension, CKD. What picture? Lend 2915. What picture? Yeah, exactly. Carbs turns to glucose, which is blood sugar. Exactly. Yeah. Like rice, bread, fucking, what else is another big carb? Pastas, you know, shit like that. That all turns to glucose in the body. Oh, the pastor? Oh, that's on the internet, bro. Shit, that's on the internet. You get that on the internet, brother. Yeah, it's out there. You can find it. His picture's all over the internet. Well, no, he is getting he is getting access. That was a lie. The judge said, like, I've spoken to the marshals and I found out that he's getting his medicine, so he's okay. He can receive his medicine while he's incarcerated. No, and I could see David, you know, Zella, I could see David getting behind bars and completely self-destructing, even though the medical care is there for him free. David's probably getting care than most veterans right now. Just keep that in mind, you guys. David's getting better care than most veterans get right now. That's a fucking fact of life. Anytime he needs medication, they'll get it. Doesn't matter what it is. It's all free too. All at the cost of you. Yeah. When is his next hearing? I don't know. We don't know. We don't know when his next hearing is. No say. Let's see if there's anything been updated here. Let me take a peek here. May not have been. Yeah, nothing yet, man. Nothing's been updated recently. It's supposed to be in April. The next hearing was supposed to be in April, but they're gonna split it. Well, that's the thing. Like, you know, Zella, like, insulin should be free. The medical community knows it's not going away. We know it's not going away. It's going to be around forever. I don't wish anything upon David either. But we told him, Zella. You know what we told him? We told him to cut the crap.
This, you know, today is July the 15th, Friday, and I wanted to come and give you an update. As you know, COVID has been ravishing the United States, and it has offset a lot of our plans, even with the arena for over 2 years. But we haven't given up. We know that God has allowed this so he can bring the biggest miracle healing movement across the United States and the world. And I'm excited about what God is going to do. And so I wanted to come and give you this update very quickly about the things we're doing. But I mainly wanted to speak to you concerning some rumors also that are floating around about I'm on deathbed and all of this crap and I'm ill and all of this foolishness. Listen, do not believe my liars and those.
I don't know where Paul Adam is at, Irie. I think he's down in Houston. I think a lot of them are housed up down in Houston. I don't know where Paul Adam is right now. I'm guessing he's still close to the cult. These people don't have anything. These people don't have much. I mean, where are they going to go? They don't have money. No jobs. Social services. It's going to be really hard for them to claim Social Security at any time in their life now.
Traitors and enemies and these evil detractors out here. There's something I just found out somebody said that was put out on Facebook, and I want to read it to you to show you how these are Christian people who think they are right. But listen to what it says. I pray he has repented. This is what somebody's put on Facebook. Cult leader David E. Taylor is on his deathbed. Do it look like I'm on my deathbed? I'm not on no deathbed.
He's all, but I just got off of it, okay? That's why I sound like this, because I just had a J-tube pulled out of my fucking throat.
They are lying to you, okay? So I wanted to come and make that straight with you.
Yeah, and that's the thing. We knew he was sick. Yeah, and old school doggy. Yeah, that's typically medications that you take when you have diabetes and stuff like that. Yep. All those ones you just mentioned, metformin, losartan, and torvastatin. Yep. Yippers. And those are all, like, metformin is like one of those miracle drugs out there too. It's like a wonder drug. Like the way, and I forget how it was fucking discovered too, dude. It was like I think it was like some fucking, how was it discovered? I'll have to find out. I'll look it up. But yeah, metformin's a wonder drug.
And peer with you before. This is amazing. They said David Taylor is on his deathbed. Facts. God has the final say. You right, God do have the final say, and you a liar, my friend. So I want to come and let all the people know that love me around the world, love this ministry, love Face to Face, what God is doing, and how massive and huge this ministry has grown even since during COVID. And I'm
So it says right here, National Institute for Health, metformin was rediscovered in the search for anti-malaria agents in the 1940s, and during clinical tests proved useful to treat influenza when it sometimes lowered blood glucose. So yeah, become the preferred first-line oral blood glucose lowering agent, manage type 2 diabetes. Galiga officinalis, also known as goat's rue, a traditional herbal medicine in Europe found to be rich in guanidine, which in 1918 was shown to lower blood glucose. Guanidine derivatives include metformin, were synthesized, and some, not metformin, were used to treat diabetes in the 20s and 30s, but were discontinued due to toxicity and increased the availability of insulin. It was rediscovered 1940s during clinical tests. All right, first reported and then received limited attention. 1970s finally. Yeah, that worked its way back in the US 95. Okay. All right. Yeah. So yeah, David's probably taking that for me.
so excited to bring that news to you. But I want you to spread this video. Let everybody know David Taylor is not on a deathbed. Amen. We are doing the will of God, and we are spreading the Lord Jesus across the world. And as you see in the background, we are in the 8 billion soul harvest starting in America. Hallelujah. 222 and beyond. So listen.
This was 2022 right here. Right here. 2022, man. Oh yeah, diabetes causes poor circulation. Yeah. Zella. Yes, it causes peripheral vascular disease, causes coronary artery disease. There can be circulatory complications. You know how many complications there are that go along with diabetes, Zella? Probably about fucking 90. You could get diabetic foot ulcers, depending on what kind of, how far down they go to the bone. I mean, there's all kinds of things, man. Holy shit. What else? Retinopathy, angiopathy, fuck. Take your pick, man. Yep. Acquired absence of limbs and toes because the circulation's so poor. That's what happened with my uncle. He started getting diabetic foot ulcers. Guess what? And they started chopping him up the fucking leg. Eventually he died. This is how it happens, man. Diabetes is not good. If you control it, you can do okay. Oh, your uncle's MD? Oh yeah, it's, dude, the amount of conditions that go along with diabetes. Yeah, it's very, there's a lot, man. There's a lot. And David, we know he didn't manage. I know he didn't for sure.
I want to go over a few things with you about what we're doing so that you would be
like just him sitting there profusely sweating.
Coming up.
Like just his skin color, everything about him, poor circulation, everything. Look at the skin color of his neck here. Real ashy skin. Yeah, it's no joke what David was dealing with, man. And that's why he ended up in this situation right here. I think it almost killed him. I do. I think David wasn't far off. I really, really do, man. I think David wasn't far off. I think at one point they were probably fucking, David was probably days away from death with his condition and not managing it. An unmanaged diabetic it's a ticking time bomb. Yeah. When my dad started going to the hospital, old school doggy, dude, my dad's fucking blood sugar on an average was 600, bro. It was average 600, dude. Like he would like eat fucking like chocolate bars and then go out and take a bike ride and shit, bro. And like it just went downhill. He would start falling. It sucked, bro. It sucked. Yep. That's what they tell you. If you don't fix your shit, dude, we're going to start chopping you up. Exactly, right? When there's a lack of discipline, and yeah, for real, old school. Yeah, my dad, yeah, dude. I think ultimately what happened too was like the diabetes started fucking with his brain, man. I really do. I think it started giving him like some fucking mental health conditions that I think it could have exacerbated some mental health conditions. I don't say my dad had some issues and stuff. And I'm very open about mental health here. But I definitely think whatever happened with my dad, like the diabetes definitely exacerbated his condition in a big way. Really do, man. And I mean, when I remember when I had to go clean out his apartment, I'm just telling you this, old school, because what happened, like the evidence that I saw was it looks like my dad was pounding down like fucking these grape sodas from fucking Ralph's or some shit, dude, like super high in sugar, like 46 grams per fucking soda. Insane amount of sugar, dude. Insane amount of sugar. And ultimately, I think that's what could have happened here with my dad, ketoacidosis. Like he went to a diabetic coma and he just passed. His heart just finally shut down. His body was weak. Yeah. And I think it was all because of it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, my dad already had atherosclerosis, right? So that was already a part of his issue. He already had like poor circulation. And then, yeah, Coca-Cola, but he was drinking these grape sodas. And I could see David doing that, drinking soda all the time. Fuck. That's like the worst thing for a diabetic, to drink soda. If you drink soda and you're a diabetic, yeah, I'm trying to cut that shit out completely, soda. Like I've said, done pretty good job of it. Mostly flavored water in my fridge. But yeah, we knew David was sick the whole time. We saw his credit report. I pulled it and fucking found out. I was like, oh, he was sick. That's why he's got that fucking ambulance charge on his credit report. He's all, we gotta hide this from everybody. Go ahead and hide this, all right?
Next week, and that's on the 22nd and the 23rd. I want you to meet us there. Don't miss it. This is the big crusade of the year. I've not been out for some time because the Lord really put it on my heart to focus more on this consecration and this prayer than to be doing services continually. You see, I'm not in here to be coming out doing services constantly. You can't focus in prayer on God and do that at the same time. I came in here to seek God and to rest so that I can be ready for the big arenas that is going to take place around America and the world.
There's another lie that David told. Part of his business model, I'm going to do all these arenas around the world. David, you can't even get your ass out of that fucking chair. How do you expect to do an arena when you couldn't even fucking carry your own weight around, buddy? I know he's not going to see this video, but cult members, how was David expecting to do arenas when he couldn't even get up and walk around?
Already, we have 2 countries lined up. One, we already saw over 1 million people showed up to my service physically overseas in a crusade. And now in another country, they said over 5 million people will be at that crusade. So I'm telling you, things are lining up so that when I come out of here, we're going to do some big crusades around the world. So as you know, online crusade, tell everybody about that. That's coming up next week. Do not miss this. Amen. So also, a lot of people have been thinking that the Orlando arena is canceled. No, it is not canceled. We keep moving the date back because COVID keeps breaking out. It seems like it goes down, then it breaks out again. So the reason why we are constantly...
He started this whole fucking Amway gig in 2019, you guys. He pitched this Amway gig back in 2019 and he never completed it. He never fucking completed it. He just kept stretching it farther and farther. Oh, we can't do it. We can't this year. We can't do it this year. We got to do it next. Oh, we can't do it this year. We got to do it next. We can't do it this year. We got to do it next. And he fucking kept pushing it out and out and out and out till he got arrested. So he started in 2019. So there's 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. He pushed that shit out for 6 fucking years. He pushed that fucking scheme for 6 fucking years to gain money. And he had no intention. I know at one point he knew he wasn't going to make the money, but he just like, fuck, it's such a good money maker. Let me go ahead and keep running that scam. That's exactly what he did until it didn't make him any money anymore. Then he started pushing the Boeing campus. Oh, we're going to buy the Boeing campus. You know, we're going to turn this into a compound. No, you're not, because the Catholic Church is going to buy that one.
Pushing the date back is because I am not going to spend all of that money on an arena.
Because you didn't have the money in the first fucking place, asshole.
And they only let us pack out half the people. And I'm not going to do an arena where it's a super spreader, where even if they let us do it, if COVID is still going on like it is, it don't make sense to do this kind of thing until...
You guys wonder, like, survivors in that cult and cult members that are still there, the reason he was moving back and forth was because he was so out of breath. The heart issue was real. From salt, the carbs are bad for diabetes. Of course, the salt is bad for the blood pressure. Yeah, I need to ease up on the potato chips too.
God is finished upon the earth with what he is doing. So I just want all of you to know we are still doing the Arena Crusade in Orlando. I want you to be excited about that. I am so excited about that. Hallelujah.
Never been any Arena Crusade. And I'm going to wrap it up too. There will never, this business model, all right? And this was what it was all about, the Arena Crusade. If there's anybody out there that wants to write a business model on how to fuck shit up in a business, this is what you do your project on right here. That's good though, old school. Dude, that shows restraint. That's good. That shows control, dude. That's fucking badass. I commend you on that because potato chips are good, bro. I fucking love chips, dude. They are. Potato chips are good. You know, maybe I'll just start making my own fucking like tortilla chips or something and unsalt them. I don't know. But I like tortilla chips, man. Just get them unsalted, I guess. But they're still fried. All the bad shit, all the good shit's bad for you. No, it does. And that's, you know, that's one of the things we talk about is how David showed no restraint and control. Look what fucking happened to him, dude. He almost fucking died. He almost died. He was worst case scenario. A blood clot in your leg isn't a laughing matter. Those things will kill you. They can and they have killed people. They're called widowmakers. They travel up to your heart, typically. Sometimes they make it to your fucking brain. You know, they're very dangerous. Blood clot traveling through your fucking body. You never know which valve it's going to shut off. One of those shoots up to your heart, shuts off your fucking, one of your valves in your heart, gets clogged in your heart. You're fucking out. You're out. Done. Game over. You'll never know what happened. You'll never know. You'll be dead before you hit the fucking floor. That's how those things work. Call them widowmakers. Travel all over your fucking body, man, and shoot up to your heart. Boom. Block one of your fucking atrial valves or some shit like that. Right? One of the fucking valves in your heart. Game over. Shut you down. Shut you down. It really... Will you explain that to me? Because I code diabetes all the time. It is a chronic health condition that I see all the time. I want to know more about it because I'm that interested in it. Why is it? What does it do? So causes the blood to thicken. Why is that? Is it the glucose? It's a wrap. Yeah. or both. You might have a heart attack and you'll have a stroke in the process. That happens. Okay. Like when you're having a heart attack, that's why they want you to carry aspirin, because the aspirin will help prevent the stroke. The aspirin will thin your blood out. Yeah. It's like a 2-for-1, Zella. It is. You can get that's what happened with my dad. That's what happened with my dad. He had a heart attack, but in the process, okay. The sugar makes the blood thick. Tracking. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, that would make sense. But yeah, with my dad, he had a massive heart attack and then a stroke in the process. So, David, I think we always said David was close. David was close, man, and I'm glad he's okay. I really am. I'm glad he's okay, and I'm glad he's getting the help that he needs, because he was unmanaged and he was going down fast. We saw that. I'm glad he got the help. If he didn't, he had another couple years on him, maybe. But now that he's getting help, he might have another 5 or 10 years on his life, maybe. That's just what they call it, diabetes mellitus. Yeah. Diabetes and diabetes mellitus. Yeah. Mm-hmm. There's a type 1, type 1.5, and a type 2. I think type 1.5 is called brittle or some shit like that. Then there's a gestational too. Women get it when they're pregnant. Gestational diabetes. Yep. Yep. There's several types of it. Yeah. Some of it can be like infant diabetes. Yeah. It is a real thing, and I don't think anybody should be charged for insulin. That's my opinion. Fuck that. Don't charge them. Shouldn't be. We shouldn't be. Not for diabetic medication. That's the one thing out of all drugs we shouldn't be charging for. That and AIDS medication, since America fucking made that drug. Yeah. And you know, Zella, 2021 going into COVID. Absolutely, Irie Dread, because this was 2022. This was 2022 going right into COVID. I also think, Irie, he possibly could have got COVID in the process while he was in the hospital. Depleted immune system, shit, wouldn't have taken him much. And for him being overweight, it affected people differently. So I think it could have been like a triple fucking whammy for him. Diabetes, the heart issues, and then COVID on top of that. Fuck, it would have been a complete fucking time bomb. And we told him, stop, David. Stop, you're unhealthy. We knew it. We knew he was unhealthy, and we got proven right. We got proven right. Okay, so with type 1, the body doesn't produce insulin. With type 2, the body's resistant. Okay. Try to get all the sugar out. Okay. Yeah, I know I don't know if he had bronchitis. I could see CHF, congestive heart failure issues, because he always had a chronic cough that everybody talked about. He would always take cough drops. I just had this cough that could never go away. And that's a sign and symptom of congestive heart failure, chronic cough like that. So, but again, this business model, because there was no board, there was nobody checking where the money went. Every one of David's ideas and his dreams failed. Yeah, you're exactly right, Irie Dread. Him and Shutaway exasperated things. You goddamn right it did, because he just sat around and was a gluttonous fucking pig all day. Yeah, chronic obstruction pulmonary disease. He could be suffering from that. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. COPD. About to wrap it up too, Megan. Yeah, I need to wrap it up. I got to work in the morning. But yeah. This whole business model. If anybody has questions about it, let me know. I'll help you with it. About David's fucked up business model. because we know what he was doing with this so-called Amway arena. Yeah, he was eating, fucking whacking his pud, and then rolling in his shit flakes all day. He was literally being a sloth while calling his cult members a sloth for not making him enough money. Yeah. We're just kind of talking about the business model tonight. Because Megan, I found out from one of our channel members that some people know that teach business classes at like a college level and shit like that. They're going to use David's Amway arena and this whole fucking stage and this whole event on how not to run a business and what happens when you do run a business like this, what it can do to your business. Like the public image, right? Not only financially, legally, but in the public image, what can it do? For not having the right measures in place to prevent financial fucking instabilities within your organization. I hope they do write a good book on it too. Like David could, I mean, I know the cult members don't fucking believe me and that's cool. But, you know, why didn't David ever finish his stage, huh? Oh, yeah. So he said it was going to be 255 feet wide. Look what it was only going to be, you guys. Right there. 136 feet wide. But he's all, hey, it's going to be 255 feet wide, everybody. Only 136 feet. So he lied to everybody right there. That was a lie. So all the cult members that thought David was going to build that stage and run the Amway arena, guess what? It was a huge Ponzi scheme. And now people have caught on to David's scam and they're realizing how bad of business deals he was making. And they're going to use his material in their teaching classes to show people what not to do and how not to fuck up a business. They're going to design plans on how to steer clear of organizations that operate like that too. They're going to be like, don't fuck. Hey man, if you see this, then back the fuck away. Don't do it. Bad financial decisions all around, bad decision-making all around. There was no board, nobody to say yes or no. They had no accountant. They had no fucking CPA. They had no church accountant. Dumbest idea they could have ever done. But David was going to get an accountant. Why? Because they would have told him what he can and can't do with the money. So that being said, Michelle and David, I hope it was all worth it. Yeah, it's running on replay carbs. It's all good. And